Brock.
317-1250, U.S. Cellular, fifth quarter call-in show, Pit Electric Live Line. Owen Daffer, missed field goal, overtime. Navy wins it 23-20 in double OT. And, boy, we're going to have a long show tonight, Weave.
Yep, it's going to be a very long show, and everybody's going to call in and blame Daffer and the white uniforms, and just let's see how many excuses we can come up with tonight.
There's going to be a lot of blaming, a lot of finger pointing tonight, and we're going to be here for your calls, 317-1250. On the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show, we will take a timeout. Shirley's lining up the calls, and I'm sure we'll have a bunch of them when we return after this.
Welcome to U.S. Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At U.S. Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Will the you of tomorrow be happy with the you of today? It all depends on the decisions the you of today makes. For instance, the you of today has an excellent career opportunity with Delcor Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. The pay is great, very competitive with other HVAC companies. Plus, you could get a $1,500 sign-on bonus. The you of tomorrow will enjoy some time away because Delcor also offers paid vacation. Most HVAC companies don't. And since the you of today has some experience, Delcor might just hire you on the spot.
Delcor is hiring 12 experienced HVAC and plumbing professionals immediately. You must have a valid driver's license, ability and desire to work, and legally eligible to work in the U.S. Delcor offers a sign-on bonus up to $1,500, plus one of the best benefits packages in the industry, including health insurance, paid vacation, and retirement options. Learn more at DelcorInc.com. That's DelCorinc.com.
The you of tomorrow will thank the you of today for getting a job at Delcor. Delcor is an equal opportunity employer.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Are you ready for some football, Pirate Nation? Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times this football season, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there's fun. Because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Get ready to have fun this season, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
This is Coach Blake Carroll, defensive coordinator for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
Alrighty, welcome in the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Bad news, we just saw it. Good news, we do have Parker's Barbecue to drown our sorrows. And, man, we got hooked up with an awesome spread. The Q, the chicken, ribs, all the fixings. Billy has enjoyed a banana pudding already.
Yep.
Which
the best thing of the night.
Had him in a good mood about 15, 20 minutes ago. Not so much now.
No.
But thanks to Parker's. Check them out. 3 locations in Greenville to serve you. All right, we got lines locked and loaded, and we got a lot to discuss tonight. And I'm sure we'll get calls about uniforms, Donnie Kirkpatrick, the Holton Ahlers across the body interception, at the end of regulation, the Owen Daffer missed field goal, and everything in between.
Let me just say right now, don't call in about the uniforms. Stop. Just stop.
Stop
already.
Stop.
Uniforms.
All right. We'll see if people listen to you, Wade.
No, they won't.
317-1250. Yeah, right.
Off.
Jonathan, Jamie, Cameron, hang on. We start with Philip in Raleigh. Hey, Philip.
Hey, Cliff. Hey, Billy.
Hey.
First-time caller, long-time listener. I'm just disappointed about the game today, but the main thing I'm mad about today is that sack that Elijah Mowers had, and they call it targeting. That was just a good old sack. But I'm not talking about Owen again because we know how it is, but we should have won the game today. And I feel like we played down to our competition today because they're also Delaware. I mean, that's the FCS team. We should have won it, and it's blame on Donnie a little bit, but still, we should have had it. I'm going to hang up and listen to what y'all say.
All right. Philip, thanks, man.
Yeah, and I agree. You know what? The offense just it never got in gear. They never got into any kind of rhythm. They made mistakes. They had penalties. They had bonehead plays, something they didn't do against Campbell. And, if I remember correctly, last week, didn't they have one penalty for 5 yards?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. This week, Navy had one penalty for 5 yards.
317-1250. Cameron is up next in Greenville. Hey, Cameron.
Cliff, how about them Pirates, man? Listen, our defense played the day against the option, apart from giving it a great, that big play. They played great. My only question is this, did our coaching staff not watch Navy's first 2 games filmed when, especially last week against Memphis, when Memphis in the first half tried to run the ball and they couldn't get nothing, so they started throwing the ball, and they moved the ball up and down the field like it was like Navy was Swiss cheese. What on God's green earth is Donnie Kirkpatrick doing? What is he? Is he an idiot? Is he up in the booth smoking weed or something? I mean, somebody needs to ask tough questions. Same thing that we did against State. On first down, we run it every damn time. Every time we run the ball on first down. Why are we running the ball every time on first down? They know the defense knows what we're doing. They know what we're doing. Every first down, run. And we're screaming in the stands, throw the football. Test Navy secondary that sucks. What is Donnie Kirkpatrick doing? I want Stephen Igo, I want y'all at Pirate Radio to actually ask some tough questions about Donnie Kirkpatrick for the love of God. And lastly, Holton Ahlers, you are a, 5th or 6th year senior? Come on, man. I understand if you're a freshman. Holton, what are you doing, Holton? Throwing it across your body pick when we're driving and have a chance to win the game? Holton is the best average quarterback I've ever seen in my life. He's got all these records. He's got it all done, but what does it really matter? How many times has he led a game-winning drive for East Carolina? How many times has he led a drive that's a game-winning for East Carolina? 4 times? He makes too many dumb-headed, bold-headed mistakes. I'm tired of defending him. Come on, Holton. And as always, go Pirates. But come on, man. Donnie Kirkpatrick. Jesus Christ. Holton Ahlers. Come on, man. Go Pirates.
All right, there is Cameron in Greenville, and that's the purpose of the 5th quarter call-in show. Get that anger after the game out.
Get it out.
If you take away, which you can't take away because it did happen, but take away Rajay's 41-yard run tonight, he had 31 yards on 14 carries, so about 2 yards a pop. Ahlers 7 for 23, Mitchell 5 for 5. ECU's average is going to be helped by Rajay's 41-yard run, but outside of that, it was basically running your head into a brick wall when it came to the run game today.
Well, the passing game wasn't that much better because you take away Isaiah's. How long was that touchdown?
67.
Yeah, I mean, take away those.
Take away that one. Ahlers is under 200 yards.
Yeah, so I mean, it wasn't. They weren't lighting up the world. I mean, they just could never get into rhythm. And I can't defend Holton on this game. I mean, he had a tough game. There was a 3rd and goal situation where he didn't even give the receiver a chance to catch the ball, and that ended up, if I remember correctly, an Owen Daffer field goal. That's a missed opportunity right there. Obviously, the interception thrown across the body, that's one that he'll tell you he's got to have back. He's got to play better than that. And I was really rooting for Holton on that last position. The caller Cameron said lead a game-winning drive, and that's what I was hoping was going to happen on that situation where you want to see your 5th-year senior quarterback lead a game-winning drive down the field, and it just didn't happen.
317-1250. We go next to Jamie in Greenville on the Pitt Electric Live line. Hey, Jamie.
Hey, man, how y'all doing tonight?
Could be better.
Well, two quick things, and I'm kind of like the other caller just called. Like to me, the first half, what I saw, they were just too conservative. They didn't. And then the second half, they opened it up. I don't know. I don't know. It's like they didn't want Navy to get the ball in the first half. They just wanted to run the clock. I don't know. The offense just was not opening up. And then when holding through the interception, he could have ran that for the first down. Why he didn't run it, I don't know. I'll hang up and listen to what y'all think about it.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's going to say the same thing tonight, and when we ask him about it on Monday, just a poor decision, awful decision not to run. I mean, you were screaming run. Yeah, we
were all screaming run.
I know nobody was screaming throw the ball across your body. I mean, he knows that. Yeah, so we can't get in his head and figure out why he didn't do it, why he made that throw, but it was a terrible decision. And if you can't make that play when you've been around and played as many games as he has, and he'll tell you the same damn thing. So, yeah. All right. Thanks, Jamie. 317-1250. We go to Jonathan in Charlotte. Hey, Jonathan. Jonathan, you there? All right. Let's try David in Raleigh. Hello, David.
Hey, how's it going? First of all, good Pirates. But second of all, how many times does Daffer have to choke in key games before he gets benched? I mean,
we're at number 2 right now, so if he doesn't play next week, the answer is 2. If he plays next week, more than 2.
Okay, I appreciate the rhetorical response.
Well, I don't have the answer. Nobody has an answer for you. This isn't the Mike Houston call-in show.
Okay, then. I mean, then why even have a call-in show? I'm just saying.
Because we have people that ask questions I can answer. I can't answer your question.
Well, I mean, can you answer any questions? I don't know. I'm getting frustration.
Yes. The answer to that question is yes. There's my first one.
Dude, Daffer choked in 2 key games. Like, he choked in NC State twice. He choked going into third overtime. Once again tonight. What does it take before Houston benches this guy?
Should he bench Rajay too?
There are no other kickers.
David, I'm asking David a question. He's asking all the questions and thinks we have all the answers. I'm asking you a question. Should they bench Rajay?
Why are you coddling?
Wait a minute. I'm not coddling. I'm asking you a legitimate question. Should they bench Rajay?
Maybe. That's a legitimate question.
David, okay. I don't care about if we have a better kicker, then I'd love to see it. I don't care if Owen Daffer sits the bench. But if we don't have another one, that's why he's in. That's why.
That's what we're trying to say. What's the other option? Kickers.
Actually,
good Division I kickers just don't grow on trees. They, each.
I don't have a bet on Owen Daffer for the Lou Groza Award. I don't care if he plays or not next week.
And college football teams don't have 2 good kickers on their team. They just don't.
Why is the show constantly coddling Daffer?
We're not coddling.
What are you talking about?
He missed.
Yeah, he missed for the loss once again.
Okay, for one thing,
what do you want us to do about it?
Okay, so why don't you bench the whole offense?
What do you want me to do about it?
Why don't you bench the whole offense for not scoring a touchdown?
What do you want?
Get in the end zone.
What do you want me to do about Owen Daffer, David?
If Houston doesn't bench him, fire.
I said, what do you want me to do about it? Not Houston. What do you want me to do about it?
Yeah, I'm answering your question.
All right, go ahead.
If Houston doesn't bench Daffer, they should fire Houston, and you should be the head coach because you can't do any worse.
Okay, I'm on board with you, David. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm with you now.
Can I run the offense, Clipper?
Sure, you're hired.
Donnie's job.
All right.
I'm just saying, man. Like he is choked in 2 key.
We know, dude. We got it. Thanks, David. Appreciate it, man. We're all upset. All right, David and Raleigh. 317-1250. Let's take a break. Johnny, Ethan, Matt, hang on. We'll answer questions that we have the answers to. If we don't, we just can't answer them. We're back with more on the U.S. Sailor 5th Quarter Call-In Show after this.
It's bow time. Why are Bojangles Chicken Supremes called Supremes? Well, with golden crispy chicken tenderloins this juicy, tender, and full of bold flavor, what else would you call them? Superbs? Nah, that would be weird. Get your Chicken Supremes combo today with a scratch-made biscuit, your choice of fixin', legendary iced tea, and have you heard there's a new sauce in town? Try our new creamy buffalo sauce when you get a Chicken Supremes combo today. It's bow time.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
Do you have an old injury or just some pain that keeps holding you back? It's time for you to get better. With Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, we can help you get your life back. Whether you need to get back to a sport, back in the gym, or just back to enjoying life, our team of specialists use a one-on-one, hands-on approach in our state-of-the-art facility to get you back moving again. Don't settle for where you are. Don't stay in pain. Visit kptonline.com today to see how Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness can help you live well, move more, and hurt less.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank that's in your corner when you need them. This is Chris Richardson First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Ashley Capps, Bonner Latham, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business, come and see one of our experienced team members at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Member FDIC.
Greenville Utilities electric customers will soon be able to receive text notifications in the event of power outages. Enrollment is automatic, so make sure GUC has your cell phone number by signing into your account at GUC.com, then update the information in your user profile. Want to talk with someone instead? Call 252-752-7166 during business hours. 252-752-7166. Update us so we can update you. Visit GUC.com for more information.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because this right here is a Papa John's Papa Bowl. No crust, just piping hot toppings and melty cheese in an oven-baked bowl. Better ingredients, better pizza, now in a bowl. Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, brace yourself for the brand new Papa Bowls for only $7.99. The new Papa Bowls are an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
The
voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, I had a couple corn sticks. I'm good. Ready for another segment?
I need more banana pudding.
More banana pudding for
I'm going to have a lot of banana pudding for this show.
All right, Pirates fall in overtime. Good grief. Disgusting. That's a tough one. 23-20, the final.
Yeah, Navy, 5-0 at Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. Unbelievable.
They tell us what jerseys to wear, and then they beat our ass.
Yeah.
Man, that's rough.
Bring me my money!
All right, Mike, Matt, Ethan, hang on. We begin with Johnny in Wilmington. Hey, Johnny.
Flip, come on, guys.
Come on, guys.
Man, Navy lost at home to Delaware. Yeah. They lost at home to Delaware, man.
The Blue Hens.
The Blue Hens, yeah. Man, the only thing I got is your boy Isaiah Winstead giving the Mile High salute tonight, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, he's a gamer. He's a player.
He played good tonight, dog. Donnie Kilpatrick had some questionable play calls tonight. He really did, but I don't know, man. We got to get rid of that white helmet. I ain't lying. We got to get rid of that white.
Now, I'm going to throw one right back at you. Come on, man. Come on. Nothing to do with any white helmets. You know, that's...
Yeah, I don't know. It's something, I don't know. Something about them whites.
I don't know.
Hmm.
But I don't know, man. We can't beat that triple option for some reason. But check out my boy 33 from Wallace Rose Hill Sunday night, Javonte Williams.
Well, are they going to put him in or run Melvin Gordon?
They're going to run both of them, but 33 from Wallace Rose Hill will give you the Mile High salute.
All right.
Y'all have a good night, man.
Tough one, Johnny. All right, buddy. Here's Johnny in Wilmington. 317-1250, Pit Electric Live Line. Ethan in Chesapeake is next. Hey, Ethan.
Hey, guys. I'm not really going to ask you how you're doing because I know.
Yep.
So, this game was extremely disappointing. Like, I think we had severe problems that have kind of been consistent throughout the Mike Houston regime. Clock management was god-awful in this game. We stopped them, held them to a field goal in the first half, could have taken a timeout, conceivably gotten the ball back with like 53 seconds to go. In a game where points are at a premium, you got to take that timeout. You got to at least try to drive downfield and kick a field goal. I thought our creativity in the running game was absent at best. It just seems like Donnie loves to run it up between the tackles, even when we're getting stuff for a couple yard losses like every single time. Like you got to toss it outside. You got to do like a jet sweep. You got to do something that's going to stress Navy's defense because we saw in the second half, like athlete to athlete, we had better athletes across the board, like our offense versus their defense. We just didn't exploit anything down the field. Another thing, like, going to harp on Donnie because, like, I'd rather take shots at the adults making six figures than the student athletes. But how in the world does the position coach for Dwayne Harris, Justin Hardy, and Zay Jones forget how to call screen passes? It's absolutely unreal. Navy was blitzing us to death all game. You know, they've got free rushers coming from everywhere. The way you counter that is with screens and draws. We didn't run a single screen pass. It's just mind-blowing. I thought our offensive line was hot garbage tonight, like especially like in the interior, like, which is kind of surprising because Navy honestly recruits like a high-level FCS team. Their guys are consistently undersized. We should have been able to take advantage of that. The last thing I'll say, like, Mike Houston's got some really tough decisions to make. Nothing's going to happen after today, but, like, if he ever wants to win big here and conceivably get poached by a cartel school, he's got to fire Donnie. He flat out has to fire Donnie. Like, this is a business. Donnie can be his best friend after he retires, but if Mike Houston ever wants to go anywhere big, he's got to fire him. All right, y'all have a good night. Go Pirates.
All right, Ethan, appreciate the call, man. Offense took 8 steps back tonight from what we had seen. Felt like they were getting something going, both ground and certainly through the air. Old Nailers has looked the best he's looked through 3 games, and then major step back tonight for the entire offense.
Yeah, the offense didn't get their athletes in space. We talk about that time and time again. East Carolina has weapons on offense. They've got guys that can really make some yardage after the catch.
Yeah.
Got to get those guys in space. And, you know, one of the callers called earlier and said, you know, we just can't figure out a way to beat and to beat that triple option. Tonight, East Carolina beat the triple option. And you hold Navy to 17 points in regulation. I mean, that's the defense played great. This is all on the offense.
We're sitting there in the
100%.
fourth quarter, all right, with 3 points allowed or whatever,
Yes.
and we're like, why is this not a blowout?
Right.
Yeah.
You've got to play better on offense, period. It was not the offense lost this game tonight for East Carolina, period. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
All right, Matt's up next in Connecticut. Hey, Matt.
Hey, guys. Just completely disgusted with the performance tonight. I really think Mike Houston coached this game not to lose as opposed to trying to win. And I think the game plan was absolutely terrible. And, you know, Brian Newberry, the DC for Navy, you got to give props to him. He completely outcoached Donnie. He was a step ahead. in every way. His game plan was better. He was loading the box, basically daring us to run the ball, and we took the bait on almost every single first down. So predictable running the ball. We didn't try to open the offense up. We played right into Navy's hands, completely outcoached. It is borderline criminal that we don't have a wide receiver screen in this offense, and we haven't seen one for years. Navy, their corners are playing 10 to 12 yards off. The fact that we don't have a simple screen is like I said, it's criminal. So a terrible job coaching tonight. You just have to be honest about it. And also, just want to say the targeting call on Elijah Morris, really one of the worst calls I've ever seen, in my opinion. Holden Ahlers got targeted later in the game, a no call there. So you have to be fair. If you're going to call a terrible targeting call against East Carolina, you have to call it on Navy. You have to be consistent with those calls. But, guys, coaches love to drag players into the meeting room on a Sunday after a loss and show the players everything they did wrong and beat them up. Tonight, the coaches should put themselves in a meeting room and talk about all the things they did wrong, because this was 100% coaching. Mike Houston needs to look himself in the mirror. Donnie K needs to go back to the chalkboard and come up with something, because Brian Newberry ate his lunch tonight. That's all I got, fellas.
All right, Matt. Good call. Thanks, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, the flip side, the offense, the play calling on offense for Navy was spectacular. I mean, every time they kept sucking everybody into the box, sucking players into the box, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, 3rd and long situations, and they'd break out a pass.
7 of 10, 152 yards touchdown.
That is not Navy. I mean, Navy doesn't do that. You never see that many passing yards from a Navy team.
We held them, and I say held, 100. We held them to 2.9 yards a carry. Overall, 178 yards
great.
to Navy is good. Yeah, that's solid. And they realized they had to throw the ball. They realized they had to throw the ball. It's almost like East Carolina, didn't or couldn't. However you want to put it.
And still, East Carolina's defense played more than well enough to win this game. Even giving up those big plays on 3rd down, the passing situations, that happens. I get it. But East Carolina's offense has to respond. And, I talked about that in the pregame show. One of the big keys offensively, you got to keep your defense off the field. Navy, they just pound on you. They just wear you down, long drives. And, your offense has got to play better.
I did want to hit on one thing from the postgame right quick.
Yes, please.
Keaton Mitchell, not a serious injury.
Good.
So he is going to be okay. It looks like.
And that's a good thing. You're going to need him next week, South Florida, because, man, we're going to talk about this one.
They're pretty good.
Well,
it looks like
they got their ass kicked today.
Well, they're tough.
They were good against Florida. They were awful against Louisville. Every game is going to be tough. I was trying to say that during the week, and at the same time, I was saying we could contend for a conference championship. Well, we took a major step back on that one, and maybe we're not ready for that after what I saw tonight against Navy. So, all right, Dean, Monica, Bradley, Mike, hang on. We'll get to your calls when we return. It's the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. Thanks to Parker's Barbecue for the awesome post-game food. And you can check out Parker's 3 locations in Greenville to serve you. They ship nationwide, parkersbbq.com, so our out-of-town callers can enjoy it just like we do here in Greenville. Thanks to Parker's for their support. Take a timeout, come back, lines locked and loaded, and we'll get to more calls after this.
This is Holton Ahlers. I've been eating at Parker's Barbecue since I was a kid. Now, all these years later, I still love to eat at Parker's. In fact, I love it so much, I bring my entire offensive line with me. They protect me, and I look out for them with great food from Parker's Barbecue. So whether you bring the team like me or just your friends and family, the awesome barbecue, chicken, and seafood at Parker's is a win every time. Parker's Barbecue, where they always treat you like family.
Before you hit the road this travel season, be sure to get your tires inspected by the tire guys at Greenville Auto World. The Greenville Auto World service team sells all the top brands and economy tires if you need a new set. Need an oil change, state inspection, or AC repair? Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle, and the monthly oil change special is only $29.99. Make an appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World.
With over 30 locations across North Carolina and southeastern Virginia, Quality Equipment is your local John Deere dealer, where you'll find everything you need for your next project. Our complete lineup of John Deere lawn and garden, agricultural, and commercial worksite equipment comes with years of experience, expertise, and dedication. We know what it takes to get it done right. Stop by today or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
When it comes to hauling dirt, asphalt, or stone, you can trust the pros at First and Goal Hauling Incorporated. They have a fleet of dump trucks ready to get the job done. And best of all, it's owned and operated by ECU football alum Dakota Marshall. When you have a big job and you need it done right, count on First and Goal Hauling, where it's a touchdown every time. Keep up with Dakota Marshall and First and Goal Hauling by following them on Facebook today.
Are you suffering from anxiety, sleep issues, or chronic pain? Have you heard of CBD? You can learn about the benefits of CBD right here in Greenville at the Hemp Garden. Hemp Garden offers a variety of products and solutions that are truly making a difference in our community. Hemp Garden also provides products that can assist with energy and focus. Have a pet? Come check out their selection of CBD pet products. Visit Hemp Garden to speak with a CBD specialist in a relaxed and welcoming environment today. Exclusive discounts are offered to first-time customers. Hemp Garden, located at 3040 South Evans Street in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville.
Mow like a pro with Hustler Turf zero-turn mowers. They engineer their mowers to be maintenance and service friendly for the everyday homeowner while not sacrificing the build and cut quality they're known for. From the heavy-duty frame to the welded steel deck to their trademark smooth track steering, Hustler Turf zero-turn mowers deliver professional grade cut quality for a perfectly manicured lawn. Come into Ron Ayers Motorsports to see the Hustler difference for yourself today. Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
This is Coach Steve Shankweiler, offensive line coach for East Carolina University football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, back with you. U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Clip Brock, Billy Weaver, Shirley Rhodes, the big dog Glenn Griffin taking your calls. After a very disappointing loss tonight to Navy in double overtime, 23-20, the final score. All right, lines locked and loaded. Dean, Monica, Bradley, hang on. Let's go to Mike in Greenville. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Clip, I asked Shirley if you're okay because I'm on the phone, but I could hear your veins popping out your forehead. So
no, I'm good.
Maybe everything's going well there. First thing I want to call out is I'm disappointed in Pirate Nation. If you were in the stadium, it wasn't as full as you would have expected with a 2-1 team that was really riding some momentum and really had a good chance against Navy. I thought when I saw the 17.5, I said that was a big NFW, but I thought for sure that they would have pulled out the win. With that being said, Donnie has had no problem the first 3 games launching balls down the field and hoping something happens, and Navy not once during the game, not once played a safety deep, and not once did we try to launch a ball down the field. And I will take our wide receivers, Johnson, Hatfield, Winstead, against anybody out there, and we never tried. So I don't put this on Daffer. I know he's not going out there saying, you know what, I'm going to shank this one. The kid's giving his best effort, so I don't put this on him. But I really thought we could have taken a lot more chances downfield than what we did, and what we did was 0.
Mike, good call. I mean, I don't disagree with that.
I don't disagree with that at all. You got to take chances, and especially, you know what? I mean, you scored 3 points in the first half. When were you going to figure out that there's, okay, whatever we're doing is not working.
Yeah.
Let's try something else.
Something different.
Saw a whole lot of the same stuff in the second half.
Yeah, and previous callers said this is one where Mike Houston, like he meets with the players, is going to have to meet with the coaches,
agree.
Donnie Kirkpatrick.
I agree.
And figure something out here. What went wrong? Because that was a poor display of offense tonight when your defense played well enough to win, more than well enough to win. All right, Bradley, you're up next in Wilmington. Hey, Bradley.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I want to say first and foremost, Taylor said after the state game that he was proud to bring his fans back in the game and bring excitement to the game. Want to say hat tip to him because he did that. I think as ECU fans, we're all excited to see what he's doing. The state game was close, but it was, he's kept us in it all year. Our kicker has made exciting moments, but this year his kicks look inconsistent, and it scares me. I'm not being disrespectful. I just want to see him do better. But first and foremost, I would say we all know Russell McNeil. We enjoyed the Lincoln Riley era. We like the offense. And if we had 3 or 4 touchdowns today, no one would call in and say what they're saying. I think the fans want to see more offense. And so the question I have to you guys is, what should the team do differently moving forward with the pieces they currently have to generate more offense?
I think the previous callers have thrown out some ideas.
Yeah, and I said the same thing.
Involve a screen game. I would love to see a running back screen or two to Keaton Mitchell and get him out in space, find a way to get him the football. And Mike just said, throw the football down the field, especially when Navy is basically, giving it to you. Go one-on-one with Winstead, CJ, the tall receivers you got. Every receiver we got is over 6'2", 6'3". Take a shot. Take some shots downfield. Wake Forest did that all day against Clemson.
Absolutely.
And Clemson was tackling their receivers because they were one-on-one and out of position. Throw the ball downfield. Make them do that. There's a lot of different things you can do.
Well, and I had said it before, too. Get your athletes in space. You got to do that. I mean, we've had many extremely talented athletes here at East Carolina that when you got them in space, and anything can happen, especially Keaton Mitchell. We had talked about this during the break that, during the Lincoln Riley era, everybody called in, get rid of the bubble screen. There's always a bubble screen left, bubble screen right. You know what? I'd love to see one of those right now to Keaton Mitchell. Get him out in space. Let him use his speed. We're just not seeing it.
All right, 317-1250. Monica is up in Greenville. Hey, Monica.
Hey, guys. What a terrible offensive game we saw tonight. I want to comment on a play in the fourth quarter that I just really want to challenge Mike Houston on, and that was the bad spot that we saw in the fourth quarter, and I'm just baffled why Mike Houston didn't challenge the spot. It looked like Navy didn't. We stopped them on third down, and they didn't convert, and the referee said that Navy made the conversion on their fourth down, and Mike Houston just did not challenge that spot, and Navy got the ball, and I just think that was a big mistake for Houston not to challenge that spot on the field, and that was a difference in the game there in the fourth quarter. So I think that was terrible on Mike Houston's part. It just also looked like that, we prepared for this triple option, and then Navy just came out and passed the heck out of the ball tonight. And I didn't think our defense did well defending the pass tonight consistently. So I will comment on that, even though the defense has been spectacular. I didn't think we looked like we defended the pass great tonight. Also, just want to comment, as far as the offensive play calling, Donnie got a raise last year, and we served him up a big raise, and he keeps serving up vanilla, on play calling. So we got to stop that. This should have never come down to an Owen Daffer kick tonight. I feel bad for that kid. He needs to be more consistent when it matters, but kicking is such a mental game. But it never should have come down to that. We got to get better. We cannot keep serving up raises to somebody who keeps giving us dishes of vanilla ice cream, running them up the middle, getting stuffed on first down. It's ridiculous, and we cannot take it to the next level with that kind of play calling. But, we'll just tee it up for the next game and go Pirates.
Monica, thanks as always for giving us your thoughts after East Carolina win or lose here on the fifth quarter.
Yeah, and I do agree with Monica on one point as far, I think that even against the pass, the Pirate defense played great. I mean, when you're playing Navy, you give up 17 points, you should win that game. Bottom line, no ifs, no ands, no buts. I don't blame the defense whatsoever. I do agree with Monica on one point, though. It should have never been in the kicker's hands, ever. This game should have been put out. It should have been put out of reach early on. I mean, you scored 3 points in the first half against Navy. This shouldn't have been. It should not have come down to an Owen Daffer kick. Period. I mean, you had two tries from the 25-yard line in overtime to get in the end zone. They didn't even get in a goal-to-go situation either time. Come on, man. Really?
Mike Houston iced Owen Daffer on his first field goal, and he made it. Maybe we should have done that. I don't know if we had a timeout there in overtime to use to ice him. There was some strange decisions made tonight by the coaches and the team. Dean, you are up next in Raleigh. Dion. Sorry, Dion. Hey, Dion. Dion's out. Let's go to Kyle in LaGrange. Hello, Kyle.
What's going on, fellas? How are y'all tonight? I know you're just doing lovely, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully you're doing all right, man.
You know what, Clip? Last time I spent 12 hours in the ER. I had an incision open up. About 2 weeks ago, I had about a foot of colon removed. I enjoyed both of those more than I enjoyed the game tonight. How about that? How about that a text for you?
Ooh, that's tough.
Well, you just made a promo, so thanks. So, Kyle.
Well, that's not, actually, I'll take all that back. That's bull crap. But anyway, I definitely would rather watch us lose. Look, a few things I'll point out. I'm going to repeat a lot of crap that other people have said, but that's what everybody else does too. So what? Donnie, man, I don't know how much of that's Donnie, how much of that's Mike. Mike Houston likes to be a physical football team, and if you can't run the ball in this offense, you're not going to have success. I don't know what's up with our offensive line and run blocking, but we can't run block worth crap. I don't get it. Now, people will say, well, look at the yards against Campbell. You know, when you're playing Campbell and you can get Keaton Mitchell a lane, it don't take much. But anytime anybody, tonight anyway, we couldn't run block worth crap. I don't understand why. At the end of regulation, when we were a yard short from picking up the first down, for the life of me, I don't know why Mike Houston didn't call a timeout there. It was a terrible decision on the following play. Holton could have pulled the ball down and picked up the first down. Said he made a bad throw. Was what it was. We should have took a timeout there. Got our wits about us and picked up that 1 yard, and then went about our business to get it in field goal range at in the regulation. The overtime play calling was atrocious. I mean, Weaver pointed it out a minute ago. Didn't even get it to an end goal situation from the 25-yard line a single time. We were playing scared. You got a senior quarterback. You're loaded at talent at receiver. In the second overtime, they kick a field goal. We got a chance to win it in regulation. Win it on a walk-off touchdown, and we're ultra conservative. Just super ultra conservative on offense. Played scared. Didn't look very confident. Holton didn't look very confident in overtime. Holton's got to be confident there. You can't really put you can point out all these mistakes and see why we lost the game tonight, but you really don't know why. It should have never happened. You hold them to 17 points in regulation. You should win it in regulation. Look, people don't want to target Daffer. He's in his head. You've missed now 2 game winners, or a game winner and a kick that would have tied it, and to send it to a third overtime, and he's missed them. He's in his head now. I think you got to open up kick competition. That's nothing against Daffer. That's just how it is. Sometimes that competition can make you better. And I think it needs to be done at this point. But a lot of this goes on the coaching staff, and Houston's got to get better at clock management at the end of halves. If you go back during his tenure here, he's made some goofy ass calls at the end of halves. And again, that one when it was putting us in a 3rd and 1 situation, 3 timeouts left or 2 timeouts, whatever it was, at the end of regulation, and not calling it there. And look what happened. Holton turns the ball over. So. Anyway, I'll let somebody else run their mouth. Go Pirates.
Kyle, keep your head up. Hope you're doing all right, man. And thanks for calling in the U.S. Sailor 5th quarter call-in show. All right, 317-1250. What do you want to do, Steve or break? All right, Steve, hang on. Chip, hang on. Ethan, hang on. We'll get to your calls. We have an open line that is going to be filled immediately on the Pit Electric Live line as we take your calls deep into the night after a frustrating Pirate loss in double OT to Navy 23-20. We're back with more on the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show after this. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $9.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $9.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Beauty Bar Medispa wants to know if you are ready to fall into beauty. October 7th through the 14th, all services and products will be on sale. Botox, filler, painless laser hair removal, facials, RF microneedling, rejuvenating laser treatments to treat brown spots, wrinkles, texture, veins, and skin tightening. And now, the only facility in the area to offer non-surgical under-eye fat pad treatments. BeautyBarMedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Go Pirates!
Here today with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. Jeff, how's the service department?
Service is going great. Like I told you before, 2022 is a year of the customer. We've been voted #1 dealership in Greenville for 3 years in a row, and there's a reason why. For service, we still offer free pickup and drop-off, so we're trying to make it super convenient for the customer. And right now, our customers are repairing their vehicles more than ever.
How can people make a service appointment?
They can go to brownwood.net or dial 355-6080.
Christie's Europub is the perfect place to relax, grab a bite, and enjoy a drink. Located in the heart of Greenville and just a few blocks from ECU's campus, Christie's offers lunch, dinner, and late night with live music every Sunday. Come and have brunch Monday through Friday from 11 to 3 or Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 4. Scratch cooking takes time, so relax and enjoy a pint at Christie's Europub today. For the latest information, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram or visit them online at christieseuropub.com.
This is Miles Berry, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
Alrighty. Clip Brock, Billy Weaver here with you. The big dog, Glenn Griffin, Shirley Rhodes on a Saturday night. Feels a lot different this Saturday than it did a week ago when we were yucking it up, having a good time after a Pirate win. A deflating loss tonight. 2-2 now, East Carolina on the year after losing to Navy in double overtime. Boshak, the three-point man, Ethan and Chip are hanging on. We go to Steve next in Greenville. Hey, Steve. Steve.
Yeah. Oh, he was there.
Is he gone? Steve, call back. Sorry. All right, we go next to Chip in Farmville. Hey, Chip.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's up?
Look, man, here's my thing, man. I love Holton, man, and his family and everything about Greenville, and I want him to win, and we're pulling for him so hard. He needs to have a little bit of Shane Carden and a little bit of that wild cowboy kind of, and stop caring about, like, winning so much. I mean, I'm not saying winning, but, like, it don't have to be on his shoulders. Everything doesn't have to be on his, and he's trying to make that perfect play. Like, when he could have ran, like, when he threw the ball across his body, it was just like he was trying to be, try so hard to get it done, and you feel so bad for him, but you also don't want to make excuses, and he ain't gonna make excuses, but you want him to win. But one good thing about tonight, we won't hear anything else about a 92 Peach Bowl comparison. That's over with.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
that 11-1 season's pretty much out the window.
No more else. I felt like the Illinois loss or whatever. So that's done. And maybe this will be the game that all turned around. We run it out of here and win the conference and do something like that, man. But Owen Dafford, you just gotta hate it for him, man. And hope he's okay with something. And maybe they'll find a kicker from Australia. I don't know, but I mean, you just can't really bring one on the team from out of nowhere, man. Just pull hard for that kid, and hopefully he can redeem himself later in the year. Go Pirates, man.
All right, Chip. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks, Chip. And, I hate it for Owen Daffer as well, but I've got a question for Pirate Nation. Did anybody feel comfortable that if he hit that field goal, that if you go into a situation where in the third overtime that you have to do a 2-point conversion, that we were going to be able to stop Navy?
Navy's built for like 2.5 yard runs.
For that.
Yeah.
Built for that.
So, no, I mean,
so if had Owen hit that field goal to tie it up and send it to a third overtime, honestly, I don't think anybody here in the studio was confident that East Carolina was going to win in that third overtime.
I wasn't confident our offense could score from 2 yards.
Right. And
the red zone offense had been so great going into this game. Everything offensively outside of, I guess, a run game against NC State had looked really good this year.
Yeah.
And that all just went nowhere tonight.
Baffling.
Yeah.
I mean, just baffling.
All right. Ethan is up next in Greenville. Hey, Ethan.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Could be better.
Yeah, as expected. Hey, I was going to say defense as usual, play balls to the wall, great football, bail the offense out as expected. One thing I don't get, Don, is we have a mobile quarterback, and every team we play, the DNs crash the hell out of the end. Why don't we give Holton the ability to pull it? It's like we don't trust him to make the right read or something like that. Yeah.
That's a good question.
Well, I mean, all we've heard is how he has free reign to kind of do what he sees the defense allowing him to do out there.
Yeah, and I know he got a little banged up last week, and it looked like a couple of times tonight.
I saw him after a run, he was wincing,
yeah.
And Shirley said after the Isaiah Winstead touchdown.
Yeah. So, I mean, that may have something to do with it. I'm not sure.
I mean, it's been like, I've watched him since he was, came when Scotty Montgomery was here. It seems like he never wanted to pull that football. And another thing, I've seen 7-year-olds on Madden call better offensive games than Donnie Kirkpatrick does. It's just crazy to me. Like, we ran zone left and zone right 20 different times for an average of, like, maybe, a yard a carry. Opening break one.
Yeah.
And I speak for all Pirate Nation right here when I say, one thing we want to hear y'all say is that Donnie Kirkpatrick sucks, Holton Naylor sucks, and Owen Daffer sucks. Say it!
All right.
Say it!
There's Ethan in Greenville. Thanks, Ethan.
I think Ethan just said it.
Thanks, Ethan. 317-1250. Bo Shack in Brooklyn is up. What's up, Bo Shack?
What's going on, Flip?
Let's hear those points you got for us tonight.
I got 4 of them tonight.
4? Okay, we got 4 tonight.
Oh,
all right.
Well, step game.
Let's start off with number 1. We need to burn those white helmets. We have something like 2 and 13 wearing them. And I'm glad we have military night like the rest of us. But why not wear some camouflage purple and gold or something? Why we got to wear them white helmets?
Oh, I don't know. Camouflage purple and gold does not sound good to me. But I hear you.
Look, I think them white helmets are cool. But I think winning's a lot cooler, and we sure don't do them in the white helmets. Number 2. Holton, that last throw, it blew me away. That boy's a biscuit away from being a tight end, and in that situation, he's just got to lower his shoulder. I think Kirkpatrick has tried to sway him away from running the ball ever since his sophomore year. He needs to be himself and just go fight for the first. And if it's because of his shoulder, in that situation, you just got to fight through that pain and get the first for your team. Number 3, I'm going to say, I feel bad for that kicker, man. But at the same time, he's got a job. I think if there's a capable kicker behind him, they need to give him a shot, even though he's probably the only one we have. And for the last point of the night, number 4. We need to stop the Fire Houston talks. He turned this program around. And if you aren't completely dumb, you'd understand that sometimes there's bumps in the roads. It ain't always going to be perfect. And Bo Shack is going to be there through and through them bumps. Go Pirates.
All right. We've reached the point where Boshak's using his name in the third person there. So, Boshak, good call as always. Thank you for your points tonight. We appreciate it. It's become a regular segment here on the fifth quarter.
Yeah, but Boshak, I haven't heard anybody call for Mike Houston's head. I think they're calling for Mike Houston to cut off Johnny Kirkpatrick. I think that's where everybody's calling for firing.
The mud fights on YouTube and Facebook are different than what the callers that are being called in.
Yeah,
we got some real squabbles going on in there. Some real fine folks.
Well, I think you would see something with the offensive coordinator before the head coach.
Yeah, Mike Houston's job is very, very safe.
Yeah,
very safe. All right, Gene is in Atlantic. Hello, Gene.
Hey, how you doing, boys?
Good.
Could be better.
Great.
All of us could be better. I'm not gonna count because I might have to take my shoes off. But anyway, so I want to say the white uniforms. Everybody's down on them. I don't think that got us tonight. It was the black and white uniforms. We get a D lineman bust through. He does everything right, head up, just like you're taught to tackle, and the quarterback leans down into it, and they throw him out the game. Are you kidding me? And then Holden gets his clock cleaned, and we don't get anything, nothing. And I just, I know that it's 2 plays, but they're big plays, and may not have made the difference, but it definitely should have been called. That's all I got for you.
All right, not the white uniforms, the black and white uniforms.
The black and white, the zebras, the zebra uniforms.
All right, Steve. Steve's back. Steve in Greenville. Hey, Steve.
Good, man. I would just like to say, I just think it's not Owen's fault. It's the offenses, man. I've grown up in Greenville my whole life, and the offense has always been a problem. We've never been able to score.
How old are you? Like 4?
It's not always the kicker's fault. It's the offense. We've never been able to drive down the field and just score a touchdown.
All right.
Yeah, those Shane Carden years were tough.
Nah, it's Holden.
All right, Steve. We gotta cash in those touchdowns, not settle for field goals. I think that's what you're saying, right?
I understand, but
I know. I'm saying what you're saying. Thanks, Steve. Steve in Greenville's grown up in Greenville his whole life.
Yeah,
never had an offense.
No.
That was our first 4-year-old caller in the fifth quarter. Oh, boy. All right. B. Pace is up next. What's up, Pace?
Was that Spicoli from Fast Times at Richmond High just something?
I don't know.
So if you're here and I'm here, isn't it our time?
One of them shows, man. One of them shows.
Or touchdowns to win the game. Now, I actually, out of Houston, so this is the first time I think Houston has been out-coached. I think he's lost games because he didn't have enough talent, but I think this is the first game that he was truly out-coached. I never could say Ken's last name, so I would say Coach Ken.
Niumatalolo.
Yeah. I think it's the first time,
You better learn how to say it. He owns us.
That's right.
He is our master,
You're not kidding.
our owner.
You know what? Who's your daddy? Right now, it's Ken Niumatalolo. That's your daddy. That's everybody's daddy right now.
And, I agree with, the DK. I like to see what are, I know there's probably, you can probably figure this stat out at some point, but how many of offensive plays, how many on first down, how many times we run the ball?
Yeah.
What's the percentage? What's the, if there's a number of plays, what's the number that we ran? It's just
all of them.
I don't blame Owen. I mean, we should have never been in this situation. The only thing I would say about the third, I think the defense played great. The only thing I would say is we still give up a lot of third and longs, and I don't know. We did. I mean, it's been every game, so I don't know if it's Coach Harold being aggressive. I know he blitzed a couple of times, but our DBs are playing 10 yards off the ball on these guys sometimes. And, I know it's different with Navy because how difficult it can be to read that offense. But, I don't know. But, got to win these games. Mike Houston, as much as he's turned this program around, really have a signature win yet. And hopefully he can find one this year. But I think I'm just, you have a great night, guys.
All right. And I mean, this wouldn't have been a signature win.
I think the only opportunity for a signature win this year is BYU that I can see on the schedule.
At Cincinnati.
I don't know if that's still not.
We'll see what UCF is.
Yeah, I don't know.
A signature win, what does that mean? Where you're an underdog against a ranked team or something?
Yeah, or, I don't know, against a Power 5 team.
Yeah. All right, 317-1250. Phil, Cody, Mason, hang on. We'll take a break, come back, have more of your calls. We're with you late into the night until the last caller is served. I did want to look and see what the numbers were on the UBE stat sheet. Navy tonight, 8 out of 18 on third down. East Carolina had been really good. That's still less than 50, but not as good as they have been on third down. Take a timeout, come back, more to go after these words.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville, do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Buying a home? Then you've got a lot on your mind. Now rising rates? It's a lot. This is Timothy Sawyer, your local Rocket Mortgage professional right here in Greenville, North Carolina. With Rocket, you have an advantage. You can lock your rate for 90 days while you search for a home. If rates rise, yours is safe. But if they fall within the first 3 years of buying, you can refinance to a lower rate with exclusive savings. Take the Rocket advantage of calling me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
Dear past, present, and future football watchers, you know why we're here. The football season is back! Woo! That means those pregame barbecues with an ice-cold Pepsi? Totally back. Your perfectly placed football-watching corner seat back and comfy as ever. 18 Sundays of touchdown scoring, Hail Mary throwing, ice-cold Pepsi flowing football action. You better believe it's back. And since that's too amazing to miss a single second's worth, Pepsi is officially giving you permission to always put football first. And when we say always, we mean always. Like when your lawn is looking less like a lawn and more like a jungle. If the game's on, then the lawnmower ain't. And those gutters you haven't cleaned, today is not their day. Or maybe those in-laws are back in town. Well, better hope they're football fans because your Sunday is completely booked. Long story short, crack open a Pepsi and don't let anything get between you and your football watching. With love, Pepsi, made for football watching. That's what I like.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is ECU assistant football coach Roy Tesh, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
A little salt in the wound from Stephen Igo on Hoist the Colors. Navy backup kicker Daniel Davies had never kicked a PAT or field goal in his career until tonight. Made all 3 field goal attempts, including the game-tying kick in overtime and the go-ahead kick that ended up winning it. We just saw a wacky kick in the Arkansas and Texas A&M game Arkansas kicker, just over a minute left to go, down one or two. Could have taken the lead.
23-21.
Potentially won it. Hit the top of the upright, like the top, bounced up in the air, and then landed in front of the goalpost. And I don't recall seeing one like that before.
I don't either.
But
it's been you know what? It's been a tough year for kickers.
NFL, too.
NFL and college, it really has.
And boy, we have seen it here in Greenville.
And the only reason that's been something I've really noticed is because after that first game when Owen Daffer missed the extra point and then missed the potential game winner, from then on I just was noticing all these kickers missing kicks and weird stuff in the kicking game.
Oh, boy. All right, Mark, Mason, Cody, hang on. Phil is up in Kinston. Hey, Phil.
Hey, guys, how are y'all?
Doing good.
Hey, so I just want to say we're 4 games in. Don't freak out. Our defense is good, and we're going to go to a bowl game. So this is the best position we've been in a while. So everybody's freaking out. It happens. We're going to be okay.
I mean, I agree with that. It's okay to freak out. That's kind of what the show's about. But as far as a position we're in, I would totally agree. We're in the best spot we've been in a long time. But, damn, I mean, we are a couple of butterfly effect things away from being 4-0 right now in the top 25. And instead, we're 2-2, and we got a lot of questions heading into South Florida next weekend.
We've got an excellent defense. And we haven't had that in a long time. Our defense is probably the best defense we've had in 10 years. So we're in a good spot. We're going to a bowl game, and we're coming for you.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have to play offense, defense, and special teams. And East Carolina hasn't had a game. Well, the Campbell game, they played pretty well offensively, defensively, and in special teams. But you got to put it all together all the time.
Phil, thanks for the call. Ben says 6 wins are looking much harder to find after this effort. It might still be out there, but, man, if you were 3-1, they'd be a lot easier to seek out. All right, Cody is up in Greenville. Hello, Cody.
Hey, personally, I think it is a little time to panic right here. I mean, we're 4 games in. We can't win a close game right now. But I think the defense played great tonight, first off. Defense played a great game. We played great all year. But I really think the thing that shot us in the foot tonight, in second overtime, we lined up in an empty backfield on first down. Like, come on now, man. Like, let's just give it away right here. Like, we're going to throw the ball in there. Let's at least run the ball on first down, get a few yards. I mean, I don't really know what to say in that, but I feel like we could have done better on that on first down, double overtime.
All right, Cody. Thanks for the call. 317-1250. Mason's up in LaGrange. Hey, Mason. Mason is gone.
Hello.
You going to try Mark in Greenville? All right, Mark. What's up?
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Not much. I mean, obviously the ECU football right now is in a downfall. I mean, we cannot connect offensively. I mean, like, Holton cannot make a pass. Like, Steve was 100% correct. Like, Holton is on the downfall. We got to make a pass. Our kickers are so unreliable right now. We cannot hold a close game. Right now, ECU football is in the downfall. I've been here for 22 years, and I've never seen football being this bad before. I mean,
all right, Mason, you're doing some kind of parody call here. Thanks, man. Or Mark, whoever the hell that was. 317-1250. Mark's been here 22 years. Never said that guy wasn't even 22 years old. How you gonna be here 22 years? All right, Shirley's getting situated. You want to get Kenny on? Kenny in Blunt's Creek is next. Hello, Kenny.
Hey guys,
hi Kenny.
I'm not
Kenny.
I am a pissed off Fire fan tonight, and I told Charlie I'm gonna do my best not to cuss, use the dang and the dangums and all that crap. But look, bottom line is Donnie Kirkpatrick. My God, man, get your tail in gear. Call a better game. That was pathetic. This team, all they know that the Navy team, all they know about is stopping the friggin' run, not the pass. And we don't know how to do nothing and go and attack them. We don't attack them all night, but a couple of times, and it worked, and then we go away from it. Okay, special teams. I tried to give Owen a mulligan on the first game. You know, I didn't blame him on the extra point and the field goal. I mean, you know, he missed it. Jesus Christ, man, make the damn kick. You know, that's what you're there for. No excuses. The special teams coach ought to be ashamed of how he's coached this year because his players have not performed. And I'm not happy. I'm sorry. Mike Houston, love him. I think he's done a great job. But this goes on you too, buddy. You need to get your game a little bit better and play up. You shouldn't lose this game. I'm sorry. Navy should not beat us. It was pathetic performance tonight, and I don't know what else to say, man. I'm Billy. I'm upset. I was hoping not to be that way this year. I tried to be positive, tried to call in and be a nice guy and say, ooh, dude, no, this and that. But, man, we got a special team, and we wasted it tonight. And I don't know. I'm just upset. I'll hang up and the rest of the guys.
All right. Kenny, that's what we're here for. Calling in, venting after a loss, getting your feelings out. That's why we're here. We know you're frustrated. We are as well.
Cliff, this is about as bad as my damn Cowboys.
Yes, let's not go there.
I don't know what to do, man. I'm going to go home and just drink a beer or go to bed. I don't know.
Do that, and then we'll be back next week, and we'll see what happens. We'll get a W next week.
We got a game next week.
Yeah.
You know, I was planning on going to Florida to the game next week, but a freaking hurricane screwing that up.
Kenny is just down in the dumps. Billy, tell him something he can hang his hat on here.
I'm doing some research right here. You're going to love this.
Billy, and we had such a good tailgate today, and now I'm just upset.
All right. Kenny, go get you a cold beer and relax, man.
Next week. Love you guys.
All right. Kenny, hey, look, there you go. Kenny was really frustrated. We got him to chuckle there at the end of the call. It's therapy, so give us a call. Get all your thoughts. Get your feelings out. That's what we're here for on the U.S. Sailor 5th Quarter Call-In Show. All right. I don't know what Billy's doing, but he's got like a book report at some point ready to go for
It's going to be good.
Okay, all right.
I trust.
I'll keep
Just
taking
take some more calls. Trust me.
Jack is up in Greenville. Hey, Jack.
Hey, Clipper.
Hey,
Mr. Weaver.
How you doing?
This game reminds me a lot of Texas Super Regional.
Oh, no.
First half, we were quiet. I don't know where you were sitting, but I mean, that's a quiet stadium. I think that's on us. We got to be louder. I apologize to all the people that were sitting around me. That targeting call, I mean, that is just completely crazy. Thoughts?
Hello, Jack. Did we lose you?
Yeah, no, I'm there.
All right, keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't believe that targeting call.
Oh yeah,
targeting call got called. I mean, huge momentum swing. I don't think this one is on the defense, but you know, I think we can build on this, and you know, maybe we shoot back and go 2-0 on this road stand.
That's what we got to do. All of a sudden, these games look a lot tougher against South Florida and Tulane. They've been South Florida hanging with Florida last week, Tulane beating K-State last week. So, hey, the easy part of our schedule is over.
Yeah,
I mean, that's...
And final thing, why are we playing Living on a Prayer when we have the ball driving? Like, what are we doing? We're yelling, I won't stop believing when we have the ball trying to do some plays. Like, who's our DJ? Like, that's just some common thing. And somebody's got to get a silent sign to the student section to tell them to shut up. Because we can't have the students fumbling the bag yet again. The student section is deafening. I say deafening down there, man.
All right. Jack, thank you, man. There's Jack in Greenville. Weave, are you done with your assignment?
Yeah, I tell you what, everybody's getting on the play calling on first down, and you can't argue the numbers. You can't argue. I looked through, and I think these are all the first down plays. I don't know, but if you remember the very first play for ECU of the game, it was an 11-yard pass from Ehlers, but then a Mitchell run, 2 yards, incomplete pass on first down. Harris, 2 yards on a first down. Harris, 0 yards on a first down. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different first down plays. Harris 0 yards or Harris negative 2 yards. They just didn't get it done. I mean, you can't do that. How many times are you going to hand the ball off to Rajay? And, it is what it is. And I'm not calling out players. I don't like to call out players. I can call out play callers. Those are the guys that make the money. 0 yards, 0 yards, 0 yards. How many times are you going to see it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, even the
6,
ones
7.
You didn't. 2 yards, 3
right,
yards,
2 yards,
3
3 yards,
yeah.
2 yards, 2 yards.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about 0 yards. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 first down plays, 0 yards or worse.
Yeah.
That ain't getting it done.
Good homework there, Wade.
Thank you.
All right, 317-1250.
Can't argue numbers.
Now, when somebody asks, we'll have the data.
We got the data.
All right, is this Dane? Dane in Greensboro. Hey, Dane.
Hey, Billy, this is perfect. I'd love to see the stats of what it was for all those runs on first down on the hash mark, running to the weak side of the field or running to the short side of the field. They did that so many times in the third and fourth quarter. How are you going to do that? You're not getting any yards because you don't have any field to work with.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, Billy, where are those numbers?
That doesn't show up in the stat sheets. I can't tell you that one, but I agree. I mean, it's just tough sledding. I mean, you look on here, Mitchell, 2-yard run. Harris, 2-yard run. Harris, 0. Ehlers run for 9 yards. Now, when it wasn't an incomplete pass on first down, the Pirates were successful. There was a complete pass for 14 yards on first down. There was another one for 14 yards on first down. Ehlers, 25-yard pass on first down. When Ehlers was throwing the ball on first down, the Pirates were successful. When they were running on first down, it was not successful. It doesn't take rocket scientists to figure that one out.
And what baffles me about this offense, and I mean, I'm not going to belittle the O coordinator, Kirkpatrick, more like everyone else has, but how come we don't throw it to our tight ends? How come Jarman has only had 1 reception the entire season at being a grad transfer? And how come I just don't understand. And Calhoun had, I think, 1 catch today, and he has less than 10 on the season. Do we ever utilize our tight ends? It's very frustrating. Go Pirates. Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, thanks for the call. Going into this game, the passing game was completely fine. I mean, they have sprinkled in Jones and Calhoun.
Mm-hmm.
Jarman's not a receiving weapon, really. He's a blocking tight end. I think they had used them fine going into this game up to this point. Ryan Jones had a touchdown today, I believe, right?
He did.
But
he had the first touchdown of the game.
You can use them more. I mean, the whole passing game just looked in a funk tonight for whatever reason.
Well, to be truthful, I like that the callers were using vanilla, and I have to agree with it. It was a little vanilla.
Yeah, Monica, no more vanilla ice cream.
No more vanilla for her.
She wants some flavor.
She wants some chocolate and some sprinkles mixed in there.
All right, Robert is in Annapolis. Hey, Robert.
Hey, guys. I look. Actually, my son plays on Navy. He's a backup quarterback, Zach Branham, but he came down here, and we just wanted to. We're up here in the hotel, and we kind of caught wind of this online or whatever, and tuned in. Man, you guys should be so grateful that y'all have great fans, man. We came down here, and they were just, we had to start turning down beers walking in there. Just.
Yeah, I took a picture tailgating with some of the Navy guys, and I'm wearing my camouflage United States hat. My son was in the Army. I appreciate all the service members. Great atmosphere, absolutely. But I tell you what, Navy just came in, and I agree with the callers. They outcoached East Carolina tonight, hands down.
Man, there was some kind of panic up there. Talking with Zach, and they really put the work in. And then it's kind of one of those things. The season turns around, but man, I just really wanted to call just to kind of build you guys up, man. And the kicker, tough luck, but you guys should be very grateful because y'all have some great fans. Y'all fill the place up, and you should be very, very proud of that. And good luck for y'all the rest of the season. And maybe we'll see you again next year up in Annapolis.
Robert, that's great to hear. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate that. There's Robert, who came down to the game with his son, who is a member of the football team. And I guess we do at times take what we got for granted.
That's right. Yeah, because there are a lot of, going into, I remember last week somebody had put up the attendance number from last week, and I think it was number one amongst all non-Power 5 teams. Yeah. So that's something to be proud of. And good crowd on hand today. I do think that it was a little bit smaller than the crowd that was at the Campbell game, which I didn't really understand. I thought for military appreciation, Navy opener in the conference, I thought it would be attended a little bit better. Not to say that it was a bad attendance, because it wasn't at all. I just thought it would be better than Campbell, and it wasn't.
All right. Thank you for that call, Robert. 317-1250. Don, Kent, Logan will come to you next when we return on the U.S. Sailor Fifth Quarter Call-In Show. Back with more of your calls after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. The doors open at noon, 7 days a week. And the Buck has live music every night, along with football. Monday is open mic night, the first Monday of each month. Tuesday, it's karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday, it's acoustic night. Thursday, it's the dance party with DJ Kid Scene and live music every Friday and Saturday night with the best bands on the East Coast. Follow the Buck on Instagram for information and schedule of events. This season, party like a pirate at the Buck.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Kyle Gaines at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We are growing, so is our service department. We're adding more space to provide a faster, more affordable service for you. Come sit down with our team and let us customize your next Jeep or truck. Have the freedom to pick out your own lift, wheels, and tires and more. Drive a little, save a lot when it comes to customizing your next vehicle. We're at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located off 264 West in Washington, North Carolina, and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Russell from Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Believe it or not, fall weather is coming and we're ready for some Pirate football. Russell's has a long history of dressing Pirate fans, both men and women. For the men, we offer both logoed and non-logoed from Peter Millar, Johnny O, and Smathers and Branson. Our ladies love Tyler Bowe, Crosby, and Never a Wallflower for game day. Join us in wishing the Pirates a healthy and successful season. And remember, for all your game day needs, shop Russell's in downtown Washington.
Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at ArcPoint Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust ArcPoint Labs to give you quick and accurate results for your laboratory testing needs. ArcPoint Labs provides insights and solutions to enable individuals, businesses, and communities to make informed decisions on their health, safety, and well-being. Visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina ArcPoint Labs locations or go to arcpointlabs.com. Go Pirates!
This is Tim Doust, ECU Football Special Teams Coordinator, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
Alrighty, 317-1250 on the Pit Electric Live line. Thanks to Parker's Barbecue for the awesome post-game food. Getting us through this program, because it's not a fun one, because the Pirates lost in double overtime to Navy to drop to 2-2 on the year as a 17-point favorite. John, Logan, Kent, hang on. We will begin with Don in Greensboro. Hey, Don.
Hello?
Don.
Hello?
Yeah.
Are you on that phone right now?
I don't know what Don said. Let's go to Kent in Morehead City. Hey, Kent. Kent.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
First of all, I'd like to say, Robert, thank you for saying that about us ECU fans, and we thank you for your service, and we're proud to play you as an opponent, and that was a very nice call by Robert.
Indeed.
Absolutely agreed. I think there's mutual respect between East Carolina and Navy. I would just respect them a lot more if we could beat them at Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium.
Yeah.
Okay. I will give you 3 reasons that we did not lose. That would be because living on a prayer in the first half. White uniform, that was not. And the ball on one side of the hash mark, that was not. Can we agree with that?
Yeah, and I think we can agree that the officials didn't lose us this game either. I mean, there was a bad call. The targeting was bad, period. No ifs, ands, or buts. But they didn't lose us the game.
Terrible. And actually, on a serious note, can you even challenge? Because in college, can you do a replay or challenge a call this year? Because I haven't seen it.
I thought it was up to the booth. I Googled it during the show, and apparently the coaches, according to what I read, unless the rule changed, do get one challenge. But I thought in college football it was left up to the booth. They look at every play, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you do get a coaching challenge. I need some clarification on that.
So, Kent, as far as the challenging, are you talking about the 4th down play?
I'm talking about there was I think a 3rd and 10, and they gave him the first down. It was definitely a 3rd and 9. He was definitely a 9-yard gain on the pass play right before they hit the line.
Right. Yeah. We got calls about that before, and according to this, each coach is allowed one challenge per game, which he exercises by requesting a timeout for purposes of instant replay. If this is from 2019 coach's manual, if the rule is still the same, then yes, you are allowed a challenge.
Yeah, and if you lose your challenge, you lose a timeout too. So that's part of the equation as well.
But that was before COVID.
Well, good point.
I'm trying to figure out because I haven't seen it this year. But on a serious note, okay, Ryan Jones, one of the best tight ends, seam route, over the middle. When we did throw it to him, guess what? Touchdown. Johnson, I just would love to see us throw the ball down the field. Fastest running back probably in the nation. Don't get him in space. No imagination. This game was not on Owen Dapper. And let me tell you, Owen Dapper's 21 out of 25 for his career. He's one of the best kickers in the nation, 80%. He just happened to miss 2 of them. They're very important. But let me tell you what, his family and him as a person are the best people in the world. And it shouldn't even come down to a kick.
Well, that's what I've been saying this whole show. It shouldn't have come down to Owen Daffer's kick to win this game. You're a 17-point favorite at home against an 0-2 Navy team that got beat at home by Delaware that has a pretty good defense. Their offense is not anything really to write home about anymore.
They had scored 7 and 10 points.
Right.
13 points coming into this.
You hold that team to 3 points going into the 4th quarter. There's no way you should lose that game. This game should never have come down to an Owen Daffer kick. So stop. Not you. I'm not saying this to you, but to those that are saying, that we're coddling Owen Daffer, no. We're just looking at it realistically. There's no way on God's green earth that this game should have come down to a kick for ECU to send it to a 3rd overtime, period.
Just like, and I'm the biggest Pirate fan in the world, if NC State would have scored on one of those 8 plays at the 1-yard line, it would not have come down to that kick. It's not the kick. It's lost today by not being aggressive on offense, which was Johnny Kilpatrick. And I'm going to tell you what, good guy, but he has got to go. We cannot run. And Hogan's not the fastest guy in the world. You know, people are like, well, he should run. Well, he should run. But he's also not that quick between 0 and 8 yards. And I don't know, man. I'm just frustrated we don't even give it a chance down the field.
All right, Kent. Good call. Thanks for calling in, man.
Yeah, and I agree that Holton's not the quickest guy on the field, but let me tell you what, when he runs, he gets it done.
Logan is up next in Greenville on the Pit Electric Lifeline. Hello, Logan.
Hey, guys. How are y'all doing?
Oh, not bad. How about you?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is really just a tough loss. I mean, I'm not very old. I'm only 21, but ever since I watched ECU play Navy, we could not stop their offense, the triple options, to save our lives. So it's just tough to see us take this to lose this one.
Oh.
Well, they held the triple option.
Are you saying because we finally kind of did stop the triple option tonight, or?
We kind of did, but
This one's on the offense, not on the defense.
Yeah, it's not on the defense. The defense held that triple option to 3 points in 3 quarters. They did give up 2 fourth quarter touchdowns, but when you hold a triple option team of Navy to 17 points, you should win the game, period. Now, there's just, I mean, I would take that. If you told me going into the game, okay, your defense is going to hold Navy to 17 points in regulation.
Less than 200 rushing yards.
Yeah, I mean, are you going to take that ECU bet? Absolutely. I'm going to take ECU in that one every time.
Yeah.
There's no way ECU should have lost this game.
yeah, I would take that. And I think everyone to blame this loss on Owen Dapper, but we really should have been in a position to win before Owen Dapper kicked the field goal.
We agree on that.
We agree.
All right, Logan. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
317-1250. John is up next in Greenville. Hey, John.
Hey, man, what's going on?
What's up?
All right, so it was a football game. I believe that Holton and CJ need to get the ball moving a little more. Like, Holton and CJ have that high school connection to where Holton just feeds CJ the ball because, like, he knows the routes he runs. He knows the kind of passes he likes. They should keep feeding the ball to him. The game should never come down to a kick. Just like in the state game, like, they've got to produce more on the offense side. It's just not working out for us.
3 for 36 tonight for C.J. Johnson.
Yeah, but you know what? What you do is you feed the hot receiver, and Holton did that tonight. I mean, Zay was the hot receiver tonight. How many? What did he end up with? 11 catches?
143, 1 touchdown, had the 67 yards.
Yeah, he did have that long touchdown run, and that was the deal where that touchdown for Navy, you know, the Navy defense, they gambled right there. The defensive back, he tried to jump the route and go for the interception. When he missed, Zay took off and he was off to the races. There was nobody going to catch him. But Holton was feeding the hot receiver tonight, and so I don't blame that, you know, as being should have been the Holton CJ connection. I mean, when they're on, they're great. But if you've got another hot receiver, I don't blame them for going to him as much as you can. They did that tonight.
Yeah, you're right about that, but like they just have that connection. I just want to see some more pass between them. But, like, this season, like, it's gonna make some more plays together. It's just John Thompson era.
This is not the John Thompson era. All right, John, were you named after John Thompson?
I was.
You were not. All right, John in Greenville. Thanks for the call. 317-1250. Scott in Greenville. Hello, Scott. Scott.
Hello, Scott.
Were you named after Scott Harley?
Hello,
let's go
Scott.
Break. David and Reed, we're coming to you next on the U.S. Sailor 5th Quarter Call-In Show. The later the night gets, the more interesting the calls get. And we are here until the last caller is served. 317-1250. Back with more after this.
Country Mart
Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Lang with Carolina Hardscapes, and we're excited to announce that we're Eastern North Carolina's premier fiberglass pool installation company. We partnered with industry-leading San Juan Pools so that we can build the backyard of your dreams. Whether it's an outdoor fireplace, patio, outdoor kitchen, or now a pool, give us a call at 364-1201 or find us on the web at CarolinaHardscapesandMulch.com so we can make your backyard the place to be. Go Pirates!
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too. In Pitt County, call Carlton Venters or C.J. Messerly at 252-756-3007. North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. An independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, Shimmer Boutique is your one-stop shop for all your tailgate essentials. This is Holt Nailers, and if you need a Yeti cooler, apparel, shoes, or accessories for the season, Shimmer has you covered. Shimmer Boutique is also the exclusive retailer in Greenville carrying the largest selection of built when broken gear for adults and youth. Be ready for game day and every day at Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard behind Starbucks and in Winterville across from Lowe's. Go Pirates! Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers, and when it comes to getting your family together, there's no better place than Familia, which is Italian for family. Familia is the place I like to bring my football family, especially my offensive linemen. Whether it's great New York style pizzas, homemade meatballs, lasagna, chicken parmesan, or delicious homemade desserts, Familia is a winning play every time. For dine-in or takeout, make Familia your go-to play when you have a hungry team. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College. Go Pirates!
This is former ECU baseball player and mayor of Greenville, PJ Connolly, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
Back with you. Brian North, when we talked to him on the pregame show, I mentioned that North Carolina was losing to Notre Dame and Duke lost to Kansas, and I think there was one more in there. But he
is this the Wake Forest game?
Wake Forest lost to Clemson.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good game, though. That was in double overtime?
Yes, App State loses
to
James
JMU.
Madison, and ECU loses to Navy. Rough day in the state of North Carolina. I'm reminded by that because, good grief, well, Tennessee beat Florida 38-33. Miami lost to Middle Tennessee 45-31. Louisville beat USF 41-3. And then Western Kentucky beat Florida International 73-0. So
FIU, what do I know about them?
Philly.
What are they? Aren't they supposed to be?
Have you seen the Stephen F. Austin score?
Please give it to me.
98-0 over. It was not Wagner. It was started with a Wagner.
Wagner.
Is that real?
Yes.
Seriously?
There's 98 to zip, and they could have made it 100. They could have gone for 2. They scored the final touchdown, and they nailed it on a 2-point conversion to let time run out.
Well, time doesn't run out. You mean just to end the game?
Just to end the game.
So they scored with no time left in a touchdown?
Yeah, I guess.
They're like,
yeah, so they couldn't go.
But we're
going to
be classy here. Yeah.
Well, I guess they could have gone for 2. They lined up for it and they kneeled.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Geez.
All right.
I mean, if I'm the AD,
I don't know. I want to hit 100.
You got to get 100.
If I'm going to get that close.
Nothing.
I mean, the other teams got to understand, right?
You've already. I mean, what's the difference in being beat 98 to nothing or 100 to nothing? I mean,
either way, you're going to be on Sports Center.
Right.
Those scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Buck. Mark, Curtis, Reed, hang on. We go to David in Farmville. Hey, David. David. All right, we got you, David.
Okay, great. Hey, I've listened to a lot of this, and I've tried to just think through it, but I'm just gonna lay it out there the way I feel about it. I'm tired of making excuses for the offensive play calling. Kirkpatrick makes too much money. Everybody sees it. You got one of the fastest running backs in the nation. There's no offensive play calling to get him out in space to utilize his skill. You've got a running quarterback. There's no option play to at least give the offense a little bit more versatility in getting the weapons that we have on the outside. Tonight, Navy's strength coming in was their run defense. When you looked at the stats, they'd given up maybe 72 yards over the 2 games that they had played. Now, certainly their weakness was pass. ECU lined up tonight. Mike Houston, Donnie Kirkpatrick were dead set. They were going to run the ball, regardless of what the stats said, regardless of what their weaknesses was. They were going to run the ball. They were going to run it on first down every single time, regardless of what the outcome was going to be. When you look at the last drive in regulation, when we're down on the 10, 15-yard line of Navy, first play they ran was a zone play. I'm just tired of making excuses. At some point, Donnie Kirkpatrick needs to step to the podium and explain why he's doing what he's doing. Why hasn't he adjusted? So, no intermediate pass routes, no screen plays, consistently sent wide receivers deep. They had a 2nd and 10, and the receivers are 30 yards downfield. There was nobody 5-10 yards downfield just to keep moving the ball. Ehlers got sacked. Like I said, ECU is not Ohio State. We're not Wisconsin. Historically, our strength has been pass first to set up the run. Houston is dead set that we're going to be a power running football team, and we're going to run first, regardless of what the defense is giving us. This is what we're going to do, and what it winds up giving us is 2nd and long, 3rd and long, and then the plays. I feel really bad for Daffer because I just knew the way this was turning out, he was going to wind up missing a kick. Look, you guys have said it over and over again. It should never have been on Daffer's shoulders. You're a 17-point favorite on a team that's given up 300-plus yards a game passing, and we're going to run the ball. And we're going to run the ball, and we're going to run the ball over and over and over again. And I'm just, Houston and Kirkpatrick need to explain why. It's frustrating. This is a game that we should have won handedly. They never adjusted. They continued to do what they wanted to do, and they were going to do it regardless of how many times Navy said, we're going to stop it. And Navy did. The running game really wasn't there tonight. We had some opportunities, a couple of things that went well, but most of those runs that we got decent yards on were outside, or it was a scramble by Holton. And then finally, that play by Holton, you're a sixth-year senior. It's late in the ball game. You need 1 yard for a first down. I have no idea what was going through his head and why he made that play. Take the yard, live for another down, and keep the ball moving forward. But to try and throw the ball across your body back into the center of the field, I don't know what was going through his head. But that's just a play at his level with his experience, take the yard and keep moving the ball down the field. I'm going to hang up and listen. You guys always have a great show, and I sincerely appreciate it.
All right, David. Thanks for getting all your thoughts out here on the fifth quarter.
Yeah, and good points, too. He said something that really sticks. Take what the defense gives you. I mean, really. I mean, I sometimes coaches outcoach themselves. Just take what the defense gives you. And you know what? Navy did a really good job of that because they were getting stuffed in the middle by East Carolina's defense a lot. But on third and long situations, what'd they do? They passed, and they got first downs. They did it. East Carolina didn't.
All right, we go next to Reed in Kennesaw, Georgia. Hey, Reed.
Gentlemen, how are y'all? I miss you guys. I hope everyone's doing well.
Hadn't heard from you in a while, Reed. What's up, buddy?
Hey, man, a big old move, a bunch of life-changing things, but let me just go on and jump in. Man, how many years have we sat here on the fifth quarter and listened to people complain about the offensive line, but no one calls out the coach? No one calls. I mean, I love Shank. He's been here, this is his fifth, I think? Fourth or fifth deployment, so to speak, with ECU. Yet we're in the same damn thing. Darn thing. I don't know if it's recruiting. I don't know what it is. Granted, I'm not him, but also this was obvious. These defensive line from Navy, these guys should not have pushed our guys around like they did. I don't know if it's they don't know the scheme, if they're not confident, because that is one big thing. If you don't really know the scheme, if you don't really know what you're doing, your confidence level plays a part in how you execute on the field. And I might take some hits in the comments, but anybody that's played any level knows if you don't know what you're doing, you might not, or you won't execute properly. But my thing is this: yes, Donnie, I think needs to go. I think Donnie, and I'm starting to think Shank, even the game has passed them by, or they just are trying to hold on to glory days. I don't know what it is, but I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated with the offensive line. It's like, come on, guys. Sometimes you got to nut up and just do it. Y'all's opinion?
Before this game, I was pretty pleased with the offensive line.
I was too.
And this is the worst game they've played. They played better against NC State and that Vona defense against than they did tonight. So there hadn't been any calls for Shank because up to this point it had been going pretty good. I mean, ECU was putting up 37 points a game and rushing over 200 a game, passing almost 300 a game. Everything seemed okay, but again, major steps back tonight. So is this a one-night thing, or is this what we got moving forward? We'll see next week, I guess.
And one last thing before I just wish y'all the best and go on with myself, but how many times, or not how many times, could it be the whole, when you grow up with a brother or a sister, that the older sibling beats your tail so many times and you keep getting better and better and better? Could it be that phenomenon, that whole thing of, even though a lot of these players don't really know the history, actually maybe most of them do. It's been a long day. Forgive me.
I got to say, I have
trying to track that where it was going.
What you're talking about, Reed?
12-hour shift, driving through Atlanta traffic to get back to Canada, and wishing like hell I was back in Greenville. Anyway, but the whole thing of every time that little brother fights the big brother, they get better, they get better, but then all of a sudden at the last minute, that little mental thing of, we've never beat them at home kicks in. How many, what do you think about that? I'm just talking about things.
Who's the big brother and who's the little brother?
Well, I think I hear what he's saying. I think right now Navy is the big brother in this one because they've beat East Carolina every time at Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. And
well, we're better. We got better players than our big brother has.
Right,
we shouldn't have lost to our big brother. I don't know if he's our cousin or what, but
well, I told you, Ken Niamatalolo is our daddy.
Yeah.
I mean, plain and simple. Anybody that doesn't agree with that hadn't been watching East Carolina and Navy play football at Dowdy-Ficklen.
Exactly, Billy.
All right, Reed. Good to hear from you, man.
Billy, move down to Atlanta and start doing sportscasting down here. You don't need it.
All right. Appreciate it.
He'll cover the Braves, Weave. All right, there is Reed. We go next to Curtis in Lake Waccamaw. Hey, Curtis.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
Just a couple thoughts here tonight. I think we got Mike Houston locked up now for a little while longer after. Kind of embarrassed.
That's a good point.
That is a good point.
Yeah, he's a great coach. I think he's doing a great job. But I'm with everybody else that's been talking tonight. The offensive coordinator, he's got to make some adjustments. I remember last year a few times. I think the first game against Appalachian State last year to hit Keaton with a little dunk pass out to the right. I hadn't seen a dunk pass the whole season. I mean, and Keaton took it to the house against Appalachian last year in the first game. And the other thing is I wonder why we don't seem to throw the ball, do any double moves or throw the ball. We seem to use the sidelines a lot more than we do across the middle. And it seems like all the teams are playing us within 6 and 7 yards of the ball, daring us to go deep. And we just seem to play into their schemes. And I know Holton seems like sometimes he struggles throwing that. I don't know if it's the scheme of with Donnie's offense. He doesn't want to throw the ball across the middle, or what's you guys' opinion on that?
Well, I would like to see the ball thrown across the middle a little bit more too. That's where your tight ends, that's where your slot receivers come in. That's been a problem. I mean, we talked about that, getting your athletes in space and using all aspects of the field, spreading the ball around. I just hadn't seen a whole lot of that tonight. Just didn't see a whole lot of innovative play calling from where I was sitting. It just looked like they could have done much better in the scheme of things, of being able to just spread the ball around and get your players out in space.
I will say, too, about the Keaton Mitchell pass thing, it's hard to complain when you have a good spread it around game against ODU and you did what you did last week against Campbell, but there was a lack of passes to the running backs. In fact, Keaton and Rajay, I think, went catchless last week, and it's something I would definitely like to see incorporated more, getting the ball in their hands out of the backfield.
Especially Keaton.
Yeah.
I mean, he just, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, I think. What does it remind you of? It reminds you of back in the day when Chris Johnson was here, and what did, if you remember when Chris Johnson could not run between the tackles for the longest time, and they got him out in space and just let him use his speed.
Throw him a screen.
It wasn't until his senior year when he bulked up in the weight room a little bit where he could run between the tackles, get into that second level, and then use his speed.
Yeah.
You've got to get guys, especially Keaton Mitchell, the guy that, I mean, if he gets into open space, nobody's going to catch him. When Rajay broke that run in the game tonight, had that been Keaton Mitchell, it'd have been taken to the house. There's just no one would have caught him.
All right, Curtis, anything else, man?
No, appreciate it. Great job, y'all, and let's. Like y'all said earlier, though, I think now the other 6 wins are looking. They're a little tougher to find.
Yeah.
So, go Pirates, and see you next week.
All right, thanks, Curtis. We go next to Mark in Zebulon. Hey, Mark.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Look, people keep talking about, DK needs to make an adjustment. Mike Houston needs to make an adjustment and fire his tail. It's not DK. They should start calling him Princess Peach. He sucks. I mean,
why would you call him that?
The only time we do anything is when we just got pure T, better Jimmys and Joes out there. The X's and O's suck. Look, I'll tell you one thing. I I coached the team against Holton Ailers when he was in daggone middle school, and he only had one guy to throw to. And all you had to do was shut that down, and we beat him. And the sad part is, it's the same daggone thing at ECU. You just shut down one receiver, and it's just, like I'm not trying to pump myself up. I'm just talking about the same strategy that worked against the dude in middle school works against the in college.
Is this real? What middle school was it? I want to hear the details.
What does that say about the offensive coordinator?
What middle school did you coach at?
His offense is so blank.
Mark!
We don't motion.
Mark!
There's no shift. There's nothing.
Don't let him off the hook.
Terrible.
Does he have a phone that can't hear and can only speak into it? Mark!
What?
What middle school did you coach at?
It was EBA cock, man. He played Chicago. He had no one. There was too many white ankles on the field for Chicago. It was terrible. He had one other big white guy here throwing to the
Mark shut him down in middle school. Oh, man, that's good stuff.
Claim to fame.
Look, I'm not even telling you, and it was an accomplishment. Chicago.
All right, Mark. Thanks, man.
I'm just telling you that it feels like I could take my middle school defense, knowing crap about football tail, and I could go shut down Dottie, Princess Peach.
All right, Mark and the boys are having fun tonight.
He's got the whole house rolling.
Former middle school coach at EBA Cox shutting down Ailers, and now he sees it happen tonight. All right, Mark, thanks, man. That made me laugh. 317-1250. Charlie, Mark, Michael, you're up next on the fifth quarter. We're back after this.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Love is never having to say you're sorry for your internet. Because with MetroNet, you get fast, reliable, 100% fiber speeds you'll love with unlimited data, so you can stream, study, surf, and game on all your devices simultaneously. No lag times or buffering. MetroNet offers student deals. Get 100 megabit internet for just $39.95 a month. Switch to MetroNet today at metronet.com/switch. MetroNet. Love your internet.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. UniversitySportswearENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, UniversitySportswearENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit UniversitySportswearENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. UniversitySportswearENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
This is Braxton Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. If you're looking to purchase a home, it is still a great time, and being pre-qualified before you begin shopping is an advantage. At Angel Oak, we offer a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans that can fit most financial situations. To get started, contact our experienced team of Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, Wanda Hager, or myself, Braxton Green, at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender. Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar with daily specials. And here's the lineup. Mondays feature $7 margaritas and half-price appetizers. Tuesday is stuffed seafood night. Wednesday is date night. Thursday is roasted smoked lamb chop night. Fridays is prime rib night. And Saturday is Italian night and is also Fred and Wilma night with our 36-ounce bone-in tomahawk steak just like the Flintstones. And on Sunday, it's our legendary brunch from 10 to 2. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
This is Big John Williams, strength and conditioning coach for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, still rolling along here on a Saturday night, U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. K-State about to get the W over Oklahoma here. Sooners running out of time, down 14.
Oklahoma.
College football is turning into the NFL where it's all week to week because last week Tulane went to K-State, beat them. Today, Tulane loses as a big favorite against Southern Miss at home. And now Oklahoma goes to K-State, and K-State's going to beat them. So it is, you got to strap it on each and every week.
It's that dang transfer portal. It's what it is.
Could be.
That's what it is.
All right, Tom, Michael, Mark, hang on. We go to Charlie in Pittsburgh. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Clip. Hey, Billy.
Hey, Charlie.
I got a little story for you about something that happened to me after the game last week. I'm walking out into the parking lot. I got my flip-flops on, and somehow I managed to step on what appeared to be an unopened packet of McDonald's buffalo sauce, which immediately exploded up the side of my leg, between my toes, into my flip-flop, got back to the car, had to wash it off with paper towels and old cooler water, and the whole 2-hour ride back to Pittsburgh, my car permeated with the smell of old McDonald's buffalo sauce. And that whole experience was less frustrating than watching this game tonight.
I was wondering where that was going, but I like it.
Old McDonald's buffalo sauce.
E-I-E-O.
Yeah,
in between my toes.
The sauce was the boss last week. But yeah, that was a daggone frustrating game. I mean, I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated with our predictable paint by numbers play calling. Frustrated, that I have to hold my breath every time we go on special teams. I'm frustrated that, our 10th year starting quarterback isn't making some smarter decisions in some key places. I'm frustrated with our clock management at the end of regulation and why it felt like we were trying to set it up to have to kick a field goal to win the game. There's just a lot to be frustrated about tonight. It's tough. I mean, really, this one, I don't know. As much as I hate losing to State, this one hurt my feelings more because we should have won that ball game, and for one reason or another, the offense just couldn't get it going. So anyway, that's where we are. But we got a lot of games left to play. I'm not giving up on the Pirates. Hope everybody else will hang in there, and we'll just see. But it don't get no easier from here. They're going to have to shake this off, and they're going to have to get their heads screwed on right because the rest of the schedule does not get any easier.
The easy part of the schedule is in the rear view.
Yep.
It is. It's tough. It's you basically got buffalo sauce scattered all over the rest of your schedule, and you got to watch your step if you're East Carolina.
The buffalo sauce is between your toes. It's in your flip-flop.
Yeah.
It's all up your ankle. And we just got to wipe it off. We got to take that old cool water out and get that buffalo sauce off and keep going. But I will say a shout out to the Pirate fans tonight. The fans that were there were really engaged and made it a challenging home environment to play in. So I was really proud of that. And also shout out to the referees for what has to be the softest targeting call I've seen this year.
All right. Charlie's got a lot to be frustrated about tonight. Charlie, thanks, man. Always enjoy hearing from you.
Yo, have a good night. Go Pirates.
This is how cliches and sayings are born. Like 100 years from now, people are going to be saying this is like buffalo sauce in your toes, and they're going to say, well, I wonder where that came from. It came from the fifth quarter tonight.
Well, it was right after the put some ranch on it.
A
now we're putting buffalo sauce in it.
And the toes.
In the toes.
Put some ranch on it. All right, Mark is up in Stantonsburg. Hey, Mark.
What's going on, guys? I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. Look, I had a great time in the game. I had a pretty good night. I thought it was going to be real good. I found $20 down underneath the stand. But I mean, the play that keeps going back in my head is when we were 2nd and 7 and Holton just overthrew it at the end of regulation, or getting closer to the end of regulation. But I just wanted to know if y'all thought that he blew that one.
No, we thought it was a great play, Mark. Yes, I think he threw it behind him rather than overthrowing, because he threw across his body, which is a no-no, which is you can't make that mistake if you're holding and played as many snaps as he has, and he's just got to run and get the first down and play another play. And yes, it was the most frustrating play of the evening.
Yeah, I thought he should have made that one. I mean, and I thought, after last weekend, I mean, we're kind of all real high on him and got high hopes for him, and then for him to just throw a pick like that towards the end of the game it's disappointing.
17 of 20, 3 touchdowns last week, and you're right.
And no turnovers last week. About
the best he's played, and then he follows that up with this, and yeah, that's why it's so frustrating tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were just kind of a little high off last week, and we just got the wind knocked out of us. But we're going to be back next week, and appreciate you guys and all y'all do.
Thanks, man. All right, Mark. Appreciate it. Michael is up in Greenville. Hey, Michael.
Hey, guys. I don't know what to say, man. I guess I'll start with Donnie K, as far as the offense is concerned, But Isaiah Winstead, man, just really good. Keaton Mitchell, but yeah, Rajay Harris. I mean but Holton. I tell you, I don't. Yeah, Jalen Johnson. When he tried to catch. Oh yeah, the O-line. I tell you, I don't know. This is how I feel, guys, about this offense right now, as far as Donnie K and Mike Houston. So I just have to hung up on that.
All right. Wow, he got a lot in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
He edited his own call there.
Yeah, that did. Yeah.
Thank you, Michael.
That's the first.
Or is that was Michael, right? Are we with Tom now? It's getting late.
Hold on.
All right.
Shirley's saying, hold on.
We're getting
hold on, Shirley.
My
Tom is next.
Hey, Tom in Raleigh.
Hey, I agree with what everybody says about the offensive line, but every play that Donnie calls in, doesn't it go through Coach Houston? Can't he not change the play?
Of course, yeah. I mean, we good?
Sorry.
I mean, everything falls on the shoulders of Mike Houston. Every call, everything. I mean, the buck stops with him. Period. And yeah, when the plays are called in, they've. I mean, he's got the ability to say yay or nay, but I don't know how much you want to do that in a game with your offensive coordinator. That's typically not something. I mean, unless it's a huge call. But as far as a game plan itself and the overall game, I'm sure Donnie's making all those calls.
Yeah, but like you said, when you run the ball 7-8 times and you get 0 yards, you would think the head coach would step in and say, no, we're not going to call that play. We're going to call a passing play.
Well,
I think the buck stops with the coach.
Well, who likes to run power football and play that kind of style is the head coach, Mike Houston.
Right. Okay, guys, have a good night.
All right. Thank you, Tom. Real quick before we get the link, we have 103 more people watching than we have likes on YouTube. So, folks, just for us being here at 11:30, long day, we're having a good show. Everybody's getting out their feelings and frustrations. Can we get a like? Can you give us a sympathy like and a sympathy subscribe and get our numbers up so we can keep bringing you this show where you can talk nonsense in the YouTube chat box and you can call in and give your thoughts on the game? Give us some likes. Get that number up. We needed to go way up. It's way too low. Give us some likes. Thank you. Link is up in Wilmington. Hey, Link.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. How are you, Link?
Hey, good. For all those other callers, speak up so we can hear you. I'm driving home after this terrible game, and I can't hear half the people because they can't speak up.
There you go, Link. All right, an action pirate right there.
Excitement.
I like it, Link.
Well, everyone listening, everyone else listening, you're welcome. I'm glad y'all not going to call out any players. That's your job. So you can call out maybe the positions like quarterback.
What do you mean?
Maybe we just call out the position.
I don't know. What do you mean?
Another poor performance.
Did you not just hear we talked about Holton Naylor's made a mistake that he can't make as a 6-year quarterback? What do you want? How should I?
We talked about him throwing across his body. I mean, we've talked
Did
about.
you miss that? I think you were on hold.
Do we have another quarterback who's going to play next year?
Mason Garcia.
Oh, well, if he doesn't transfer.
What do you?
Well, he hasn't transferred this year. What would be the point in transferring next year
if he's going to play?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe y'all have the answer.
Nope.
Well, what about a kicker? Do you think there's a different kicker next week or no?
Maybe.
Probably not.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on it.
I don't think there's one behind.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't count on it. And if there's going to be a kicking competition in practice, I would imagine I'd put my money on Owen. But I'm not in practice on a day-to-day basis. So, but if I had to put my money on it, I think Owen's going to line up and be the kicker next week.
Well, we know he can do it, but unfortunately, we've seen that he can't.
Yeah.
And all the play calling. They're talking about the play calling, but you got to have the players to execute. We've had the chances, but that's it. I'll take that one off the air, boys. Everyone who's calling next, speak up.
All right, Link. Thank you.
Thank you, Link.
Link in Wilmington. All right, the likes have gone up. Okay. We're getting closer. Now we got like 50-some. Well, back to 70. 70 more viewers than we have likes, so we got to keep it going up. We got a nice little run there, but we got to keep going up and up and up. And if you call in, make sure you talk loud so Link can hear you. 317-1250. Back with more after this.
ASAP Party and Tent Rentals is your one-stop shop for weddings, anniversaries, corporate events, family reunions, birthday parties, or any celebration with friends and family. ASAP Party and Tent Rentals has the widest selection of tents, tables, chairs, linens, china, concession equipment, bounce rides, games, staging, wedding equipment, dance floors, and so much more. At ASAP Party and Tent Rentals, we help people get together. Call today at 756-7903. ASAP Party and Tent Rentals, locally owned and operated on Diamond Drive in Greenville near Agri Supply and Equipment Plus. North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Megan State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American Airline flights perfect for your next trip. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
Winslow's is now Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room with a brand new look. Fifth Street Hardware also has a new menu and serving lunch and dinner every Tuesday through Sunday and brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. What else is new? Well, they have poker every Tuesday night, Trivia Wednesday with DJ Captain Morgan, and on Friday and Saturday nights they have live music open till 2 a.m. serving light appetizers all night long. New look, new name, same location on Fifth Street. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for more specials. Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room.
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, 317-1250. Looks like we have open lines. We'll get to a call in a moment. Shirley is jotting down a name and number, which Glenn will then put into our video, which is a great new feature here on the show. Looks great on the graphic. So thanks for that, big dog.
Yes.
Billy, real quick, Brown & Wood Drive of the Game brought to you by Brown & Wood, serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Brown & Wood, your number one dealership in Greenville. Brown & Wood on Greenville Boulevard, Greenville. Online, brownandwoodauto.com. What was our drive of the game?
The very first scoring drive of the game, if you remember, East Carolina's defense came up with a big goal line stand on fourth down, so that drive started on the ECU 1 yard line, 96 plays or 96 yards.
That would be a record.
That would be a record. 96 yards, 15 plays over 8 minutes off the clock. That's the kind of drives you want against Navy to keep your defense on the sideline and rested. Unfortunately, like we said, it ended in an Owen Daffer field goal to make it 3-0 East Carolina. After 96 yards, you go 15 plays over 8 minutes. You want to punch that in and score a touchdown instead of a field goal, but that's the drive of the game.
Yeah, no, we talked about it during a break that can you give the drive of a game to a field goal?
Absolutely.
I think in that case, doing what you're trying to do against Navy, give your defense a rest, all that.
And early in the game like that. I mean, you're coming off an emotional fourth down stop on the goal line, and then you drive 96 yards. Now, the unfortunate part is you didn't punch it in the end zone. You did get points out of it, an Owen Daffer field goal to make it 3-0 early in the game. You're thinking, okay, this is what we need to do, long, sustained drives. It's what I talked about on the pregame show, one of the keys to winning this game. East Carolina, unfortunately, didn't have enough of those long, sustained drives that ended in touchdowns.
All right, 317-1250, Pitt Electric Live Line. Chad is up in Greenville. Hey, Chad.
Hey, guys. That was really engaging. You had me locked in there for a second. I really didn't call to talk about football. It was a tough loss tonight, but you know what? I had fun. And I'll tell you what, shout out to everybody that worked the game tonight. The lines were short. I had a drink in my hand. We were having a blast. The crowd was hyped, man. And we did have some things to celebrate. I saw some things in there. You know, we were behind them the whole time. Didn't work out. But thanks for doing what you guys do. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Chad.
Thanks, Chad.
I have to agree with that, too. The lines were short tonight, and they had a lot more beer lines at the game.
Anytime I hear a call that positive, and just knowing myself, I feel like it is sarcastic and there's a joke coming, potentially a cuss word. That was a genuinely optimistic call by Chad. Yeah. And thank you for that, Chad.
Yes,
there's good people still on this earth. We go next to James and Hubert. Hello, James.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me on tonight. I'm going to be kind of sort of positive and just sort of say, dude, Billy, miss you on WITN Channel 7, seeing your face and knowing what a huge Pirate fan you are, man. Do miss you. But just long-time Pirate man, and just knew going into tonight's game, I had a bad feeling. I'm like, this is going to come down to them fourth quarter again because we played down to Navy, and it seemed like tonight that we wanted to beat them at the run game, and I don't get it because we are a decent passing team. I'm sorry, but I mean, man, tonight it just seemed like I was on pins and needles every time Holton threw the ball, especially to the hashes. He floats it out there. Oh my God! And man, the one touchdown we had, it should have been a pick, man. And God, it's so hard to watch the Pirates. But I'm a Pirate fan, man. I'm a graduate. I got to do what I got to do. But it's just exhausting sometimes.
I can hear it in your voice, James. You gave your all tonight. I can tell, and we appreciate that, man. You gave it all you could.
The wife got tired of listening to me. She said, she's like, I can't watch this con with you anymore. And baby, I graduated in '91. I was at the effing Peach Bowl. I'm sorry.
Hey, no, that's all right. You caught yourself. You caught yourself.
But be careful.
Good job.
I went through Scotty. I went through John. Hey, I saw John Thompson at a Pirate Club meeting, and I would have run through a wall for him. He was the defensive coordinator for Florida. We made a great hire. I don't know what happened in the interim, but I mean, it's just so hard. And I knew that Navy was going to give us so much crap. And man, it's exhausting. And not sure what the point I'm trying to make.
Oh no, I think we got the point.
James
exhausting.
Is a broken man.
No, it's Chad, right?
No, it's James.
James,
I'm sorry.
Thank you guys so much. And I mean, I know some folks calling here have been drinking. I've been drinking.
No way.
Oh my God.
Hey, James, keep drinking because I got some great compliments there at the beginning of the call. So thank you very much.
They kill me, bro. But God, this is a bad loss. This is a bad loss.
All right. Thanks, James.
But go Pirates. Go Pirates.
James is one of those like sentimental, emotional drinkers.
Yeah,
like, there's angry drinkers, happy, laugh drinkers. He's like I
love you, man. I love you, man. Oh man, we had it tonight, man.
I love you, man. I still love John Thompson.
Man, I would run through a wall for that guy.
Man, I can so relate to James though as a sports fan when like you feel like you're doing everything you
invested
can for your team to win.
Yeah.
And they don't, and you feel like you yourself lost the game. Like
you put on
tough,
your lucky underwear, man. You had everything ready to go. But look,
Craig said James is the Eeyore of Pirate football. Oh, no.
Oh, perfect description.
James.
Hey, but I do have to say, James said that he kind of knew that this was going to happen. You had that feeling. I didn't because of the Campbell game. Because of the way East Carolina played in the Campbell game, I thought, okay, maybe we're past the down, playing down to the competition. We're a 17-point favorite at home. Navy's not that good. I was feeling good about this game.
I'm a big fat phony. I'm a giant loser. I said I love our offense heading into this game.
Ooh.
We're going to score enough points. We finally got the offense
so too.
to beat Navy.
I remember in the pregame, I took I took East Carolina minus the points.
Yeah. I was expecting way more, as everyone was, which is why everyone is so frustrated right now. All right, Isaac's up next in Greenville. Hey, Isaac.
Hey, Cliff, how's it going? I know we're all just feeling a little bit down, but I've got 4 things. That's it.
All right.
And like many of the other people that's been calling, I've been drinking for quite a while.
That's a prerequisite to call in. You have to have had at least 7 beers. So.
Oh, at least. Oh man, that's the minimum when I wake up.
All right.
No, but first thing is, so everybody's been hating on the O-line calling today, and just just the offensive play calling today. But we didn't hear any of that last week when we won. So what's the difference between last week and this week? Like, obviously we lost.
Well, the play calling last week was better than it was this week. I mean, I went over the first down play calling, and it was. Yeah. I mean, run, 0 yards, 2 yards, 0 yards, 0 yards on first down. At some point, you got to get away from the run on first down and throw the football.
definitely. But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, people last week, they were like, "Oh yeah, everything was great, this and that." But we have to change our play calling by whoever we're playing.
Yeah.
That's true. You can't. I mean, I understand going into a game with a game plan. I do that at my work every day. We have to have a game plan when we go in. But you know what? Sometimes the game plan changes. And at halftime, I was waiting for that halftime adjustment because East Carolina has played better in the second half early in the season this year. So I thought, okay, 3-3, second half is going to be a totally different ball game. We're going to see a little bit more up-tempo, a little bit more getting players out into space, a little bit more, inventive play calling, maybe. I didn't see that in the second half this time.
Yeah, I was expecting the same thing, especially at the game, because I've been at every game this season. And second half, we always turn around and do something a little extra, a little special. This game, we didn't do that at all. Second thing, just to move on to the next thing, so we can.
Yeah, this is going pretty slow here.
Yeah. Second thing is about y'all's question earlier. If we would have made the kick, could we have? I know we have a great defense, especially within the red zone. If we would have made the kick, how would we have done against Navy's run 2.5, 3 yards plays that they always do for them to get that 2 points?
Yeah, look, I wouldn't have felt great about it just because their offense is designed to basically get 3 yards of carry. Having said that, we had done a great job stuffing them at the line of scrimmage. So I wouldn't have felt great at that point, but we'd have had a fighting chance, I guess. I don't know. How would you have felt in that situation?
I would have loved to make the field goal. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But if we would have, it could have gone to 6 overtimes at that point.
Yeah.
It'd have been like the Illinois game last year, 6 overtimes. They luckily get a 2-point conversion in the right corner of the end zone. But if they would have won, how would we have felt then? I would have been well, we should have just got this game over with early.
Well, then guess what?
That's a weird hypothetical.
But then guess what? Nobody, if we got to the third overtime, nobody can blame a kicker because you take the kicker out of the equation.
Exactly. And us, all the fans and people that's been calling in, putting all that, pressure on Owen, that's not right. Honestly, that's what he's there for, yes.
Yeah.
Everybody else said, it shouldn't have came down to him. Offense should have played better, yes. But at the end of the day, that's what he's there for. The kicker is there to make field goals at the end of the day.
Yep.
All right. True. Point number 3.
What was point number 3? Anyways, we're just going to end it there.
You got 2 points in.
Hey, there you go. You got your points. All right, buddy.
Yeah. All right, have a good one.
There's Isaac in Greenville. Those first 2 points ran a little long, and you know what? We'll just skip 3 and 4. Wait till next week.
That's fine.
All right, let's get another break in. 317-1250. If you want to jump in, now's the time to do it. More to go. U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. Back after this.
Hey Pirates, this is Holton Ahlers. A big part of my success on the field is what I eat at home. To keep my body filled up, I order meals off a Clean Eats meal plan. I choose the meals I want from 6 different meals offered each week, and I pick them up on Sunday or Monday at the cafe on Red Banks Road. Each meal is packed with the perfect mix of healthy proteins, carbs, and veggies to keep my engine running at full speed. Go to cleaneats.com, click on meal plans, or stop by the cafe and get all the info. Clean Eats and the Pirates, a winning combination.
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in Eastern North Carolina. With homes in Blackwood, Mills Creek, Dalton's Cove and Farmville, and Belmar and Ayden, they're constantly expanding. Now to Laurel Glen and Sarah's Way, plus the new duplex community at Abigail Trails. BMS Builders can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or ECU football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes, and they can build yours as well. Call 916-1578 for BMS Builders.
It's
It's summer's last hurrah, and at Bostic Sugg Furniture, we're ending it in style with 3 ways to save on the most fashionable looks for your home. Save double the sales tax, plus 6 months special financing, plus 20% off accessories to complete the look. Change your mattress, change your life. Buy a mattress, get up to 48 months special financing. Plus, visit Facebook and ask about our Hot Buy store-wide. The sun may be setting on summer, but not the savings at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Tired and sluggish? Down in the dumps? Or do you just have the blahs? Well, maybe you need to hydrate. Revive Health and Wellness offers IV hydration, which can help you with lack of energy, improve your mood, assist with immunity, and even fix a hangover. Call today to set up an appointment at 350-1805. Locally owned and operated by Samantha Casper, Revive Health and Wellness has a new location and is ready to serve you. Stop by at 2459 Emerald Place in Greenville or go online at revivehealthwellness.org.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
What's up? This is Bryson Worrell, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All righty. Looks like we're going to make it to Sunday here. Oh, no. Washington plays Philadelphia tomorrow. It's not going to be fun either.
It could be a bad weekend overall.
Could be a bad weekend, Billy. A bad weekend.
I don't know. Please, Carson Wentz, do something against your old team.
317-1250, Mid-Electric Live Line. Football season is the worst, folks. Let's face it. All right. Will is up in Greenville. Where there's a will, there's a way. Hello, Will.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Not great. How are you?
Same. I would just like to say that I thought the play calling was extremely poor tonight, and I thought it was similar to previous games we've seen from Donnie Kirkpatrick, and it's kind of amazing to think back to 2016 when him and Mike Houston won a FCS national championship at James Madison, where they averaged something like 460 yards a game. It's just something that we wish we could put into play here at East Carolina. And it would be nice. And going forward, we're going to struggle extremely because we have the likes of Gary Bohannon, the Baylor quarterback, playing for USF now. And we're going to have to really figure a way out to stop him because we haven't seen his true talents yet with the opposition they've played because they played some true talent with BYU and Louisville already. And so we're really going to have to see how they're going to match up against a team like us who struggled against Navy today, and it's going to be a tough matchup next week.
I think it's going to be tough matchups all season long.
From here on out, Will Pratt at Tulane, and then, we haven't got to BYU, Cincinnati, UCF, Houston. The easy part, quote unquote, of the schedule's over, and I mean, you bring up a good point. I mean, I would, even if we beat Navy today by 24, I wouldn't feel great about next week. Every week it's a reset, and it's going to be a dogfight, and we're going to have to play our best. I think ECU still might be a favorite next week, a road favorite, but I don't know. Anything else, Will?
No, I would just like to say that I hope we can make necessary adjustments going forward, and hopefully that John Gilbert is in Mike Houston's office right now having a word about Donnie Kirkpatrick, and that'd be nice to see.
All right, Will. Nice collected call this late at night.
Yes.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Will in
Very
Greenville
impressed with Will's
the call. LV on Facebook says, Clip, your black shirt and black hat look a lot better than Billy's white shirt. I am out till next week. Go Pirates. Eat salad, not corn sticks, and we win next week. Huh. All right.
Okay.
You know what, LV?
You know, I was going.
I'm gonna try a salad this week,
and I was going with trying to be a fan. Man, they said it was white out. I wore my white Pirate Vibes Only shirt. Had my Salute to America hat on with the flag on the side of it for the military appreciation. So I was doing my part. Didn't turn out too good.
Jody says, so far I've heard Holt Naylor's pitch Parker's, Familia, Italian, and Clean Eats. It sounds like his diet is all over the place. If he's really eating at all those places, maybe that explains his performance. Jody, I don't think that has anything to do with the on-the-field performance.
No, but...
because that sounds like my, well, minus the Clean Eats, sounds like my...
Diet,
yeah.
Very observant, though.
But that is very observant, and those are... those are NIL deals, so
yeah,
it's not necessarily what he's putting in his body every night. I'll say that.
It's what he's putting on the field.
All right. Let's see. Kent says ECU will not be a road favorite. He says 3 fave SFL. Does that mean South Florida by 3? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see when the line comes out. If you're right, Kent, I'll give you the tip of the cap. If you're wrong, I want us to talk to you on Monday, and I'm going to chastise you for 3 hours on Pirate Radio Live. 3 full hours. All right, we got any more breaks, Shirley? We got one more break. Folks, last call for your call. We're going to say good night and good morning to you. We'll come back and get ready to wrap things up here on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show. Back after this.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Cuccinella, inviting you and your family to come by Cuccinella's Pizzeria and Italian Ice. Cuccinella's has been serving our special family recipe New York-style pizza since 1932. We think you'll taste the difference in just one bite. When you come in for a pie, don't forget to try our house-made Italian ice or gelato. We make small batches every day from scratch with all fresh ingredients.
Cuccinella's on Old Tar Road in Winterville, and a new location coming soon to Uptown Greenville.
Come and explore great shopping in downtown Washington at Naughty Life. Hi, this is Gina from Naughty Life, and new fall merchandise is arriving every day, featuring all the new Yeti products, like the loadout buckets and waterproof dry duffel bags. We have new fall clothes for men, women, and children. At Naughty Life, we have something perfect for any occasion, like new jewelry and a great selection of sunglasses from Costa, Reflect, and RCI. Visit Naughty Life on Main Street in historic downtown Washington, and like us on Instagram and Facebook.
Hey, I'm Holt Naylors. No one knows better than me how important it is as a quarterback to have protection on the field to be successful. My frontline team is critical to my success. For your frontline insurance protection, you need the team at Buck Insurance Agency. Buck Insurance Agency is your local team and have been helping customers like you for over 30 years with their insurance needs. When you need insurance protection, you'll get the whole team with Brian Buck and his staff. Call toll-free at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles for my friends at Ed Watkins Marine. I've known Ed personally for years, covering his winning performances on the football field and on NASCAR's pit road. Now Ed is winning on the water, and you get to win too. You win with awesome prices on boats from Ed Watkins Marine, and of course, great service after the sale. If you're looking for a new boat, contact Ed Watkins Marine today. They will deliver anywhere. Find them online at edwatkinsmarine.com and tell them the voice sent you.
Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. If you're looking for wings to be delivered to your home, Wings Over Greenville has you covered with no third party needed. Wings Over Greenville has its own in-house delivery service. Be sure to try the all-new tender sandwiches by ordering ahead on the Wings Over mobile app. Open till 3 a.m. on Friday and Saturday, Wings Over has everything to cure those late night munchies. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville. They deliver.
Are you looking for a home loan? Look no further than Amy Goss at Guild Mortgage. Since 1960, Guild Mortgage has partnered with industry professionals to close loans on time and help millions of Americans realize their dreams. Call Amy Goss at Guild Mortgage in Jacksonville, 910-389-4602. Amy Goss is licensed in Florida, Georgia, Maine, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Guild Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS 3274. NMLSconsumeraccess.org/. For licensing information, please visit guildmortgage.com/licensing. Guild Mortgage is not affiliated with Pirate Radio.
This is Keaton Mitchell, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
317-1250, last call for your calls if you want to jump in. Amy on YouTube with one of the all-time lame, lazy takes that I see time and time again. She was thinking if Holden spent less time doing commercials and should spend more time watching film. I saw that. I'm not picking on you, Amy. I saw somebody else say if the team spent less time worrying about what they're going to wear and then practicing, they'd have done. It is. I don't know if you think you're making a good point or maybe you're trying to be funny. Maybe you know it's not a good point. But if you think you're making a good point, you really. How did watching film? Well, Holden made a bonehead decision tonight and threw the ball when he should have ran. It doesn't matter how much film he watches. He made a mistake in the heat of the moment on that play. And it is such a lame take when you say stuff like that. So lame.
I agree. I don't have a
I get it, like you're frustrated and like you think you're being smart, but you're not. Don't say that. It doesn't look smart.
Yeah.
All right, so there's Amy.
I wonder if the average fan knows exactly how much time a Division I athlete puts into their craft.
You think Old Nailers doesn't watch enough film? Yeah, just a dumb take. All right, I think we have a caller coming in, 317-1250. Last call for your call. Cameron just played a game in Madden. He ran the ball on every first down and lost by 28.
Seriously?
I don't know, but
that's a great take.
Now that's funny.
That's a great take.
Amy, that's funny. Cameron's being funny. That's a good take. We got David up in Greensboro, 317-1250. Last call for your calls. Hello, David.
Hey, guys. What's going on? I'm about 30 minutes outside of Greensboro. I have to admit, when we lose this, the show is a lot more energizing and excitement as far as keeping me up. I think you guys were talking earlier. When we win, the show's just not quite as entertaining.
That's the way it goes.
Hey, I don't want to beat a dead horse with the offense, and the offensive calling and the lack of, adjustment. But I'm pretty stoked about our defense. I think they're playing incredible, as far as, the number of points we've held opponents to, just how the defense is playing. And yet, as I'm driving here, I'm not sure who the linebackers are, and what's been the difference in our defensive unit this year that's made them play so well and produce.
Great question, and I've brought this up with like Jeff Charles and others asking, do we have like a star on defense, Kevin Monroe? And the answer has been no. And it's like a collective group of guys, and sometimes it's Miles Berry, and sometimes it's Julius Wood, Juwan Powell, sometimes it's a D lineman, Elijah Moore. It's certainly not one specific player. It's just I think these guys playing together. And
you know what it is? It's another year under Blake Harrell.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy has come in here, and he's made extremely big strides defensively with his play calling defensively. And I think that's what's frustrating to a lot of Pirates tonight after seeing this, because the defense played more than well enough to win. The offense didn't hold up their end of the bargain. So, of course, the first thing you look at is the coordinators. You look at the defensive coordinator, Blake Harrell, getting it done. A lot of people giving a lot of jabs, and maybe rightfully so, to Donnie Kirkpatrick on the offensive side. So I think defensively, to answer your question, it's another year under Blake Harrell. They like the system. They like his attitude. He's a fiery guy, and you know, he has, I said going into this game, Blake Harrell's going to have a good defensive game plan for Navy because he knows that offense. He's seen it time and time again with his days at the Citadel and Lenore Ryan. So they played well tonight, just the offense didn't complement them.
I completely agree. The defense is great. Yeah, 12th man, yeah, fans, yeah, it's loud. Yeah, I'm down there, near the field. Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, we're enjoying it. Not enjoying the offense. Yeah, I simply don't have confidence and trust. Billy, we used to play basketball together. ECU, gym back at lunchtime, and
oh yeah,
I feel like the offense is kind of like my basketball game. I'm not really sure what to do with it. And Ayler, sometimes he's scrambling back there, and just doesn't look like the game slowed down for him. Yeah, but I have to say at times it almost looks like the receivers are either giving up or not moving after the initial play breaks down. And like to see more. Like to have greater trust in the the offensive playmaking. And I guess we'll see. There's always hope. I think it was great during the Camel game to see Ahlers drop some in, and you have these moments where you're sitting back going, yes, that is what he can do. And other days like today, that the shoe drops on the wrong side of the bed. I don't know where I'm going with that.
Yeah, that's. I tell you what I remember from the Campbell game too. There were a lot of passes deep on the sidelines that were 50-50 balls that Holton threw up to his receivers, and guys like CJ went up and took them away. I mean, that's what you get from a guy like CJ Johnson. He's a big physical receiver, and I didn't see any of that against Navy of any 50-50 balls or guys stretching the field any and giving your receivers a chance to make a play. It just didn't happen tonight.
Ahlers looked out of sync, just not comfortable, and wasn't willing to trust his guys. I'm not sure if it's due to the physical aggressiveness of the corners or how they're playing our receivers, and if it differed from the softness of maybe Campbell or ODU, but definitely a different team, and maybe the puzzle pieces will come together one day, or we just keep hoping. So.
All right, David, thanks for the call, man.
Appreciate it, guys.
So we got him just about all the way back to Greensboro on the fifth quarter tonight.
Right.
That's what we do here. I couldn't do it, man. If Washington wins, I'll watch the post game. I'll watch Inside the NFL primetime. I'll watch everything.
Right.
But if they lose, I'm done.
I'm disgusted.
So credit to you fans. Y'all are tougher than me.
Yeah.
I ain't got it in me. I ain't got that dog in me. We go to Big Daddy in Greenville. Hello, Big Daddy.
This is Big Daddy. I just want to take the equipment room, and I've got all the white helmets, white jerseys, white pants, and they're going to Wilkerson to the incinerator. In 2 hours, they're going to be gone.
All right, save one for me. I want one.
I want one of the white helmets. Absolutely. I think they're awesome looking.
Yeah, last time I remember we wore them in Cincinnati a couple years back, and it wasn't good. And it just seems like to me we got to do something. And the only other thing is, they're all 18 to 22-year-olds. I wish we had quit running to the short side of the field, maybe run to the wide side, but, I'm not a coach. They know what they're doing, and just remember they're all kids, and a lot of people are down on Holden, but, we've won a lot of games with them, and it takes 11 guys to make a play. Everybody do their own job, and when you snap the ball and you got 5 people in your face, it's hard. So I appreciate what y'all do. And y'all go home and get you some biscuit and gravy and go to bed.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I love.
All right, Big Daddy.
It's about breakfast time now too.
Might see you for some football tomorrow. So we'll see.
Sounds good, buddy.
All right, there he is, Big Daddy in Greenville burning. If we were wearing purple helmets tonight, we
would have won.
Holden would have ran the ball instead of throwing across his body.
Yep.
But that jersey,
I believe that
messed him up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is it. We are leaving. We're not going to give you our cell phone number so you can keep calling us. Sorry. You're going to have to wait till next week. And guess what? It's going to be even later next week because ECU plays at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. So we're going to be with you late into the evening once again on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show. Y'all made it a fun show, though, so kudos to all the callers, everybody tuned in. Thank you so much for your support of Pirate Radio and the program. Thanks to Parker's Barbecue for the awesome post-game food. Parker's, 3 locations in Greenville to serve you. They ship nationwide. ParkersBBQ.com. Thanks to their tremendous support. To the Buccaneer Music Hall for the scoreboard, the Orthopedics East injury report. Glenn said coming out of the press conference, the Keaton Mitchell injury, not serious, so that's good news. We had the Brown and Wood drive of the game, and of course some not so great numbers on the UB stat sheet. We've first road game of the year next year.
Yes, next year.
Next week.
Next week, yeah. First road game. First road game. It's going to be a late one. Speaking of, it's going to be a late one for me tonight. I'm heading over to the Buck.
Billy, the night is young for Billy Weaver.
Bucked up.
I'm taking my ass home. Billy's going to the Buck.
Going to the Buck.
Shirley, great job as always. Big Dog filling in because some dude had a birthday. Apparently that's a thing now. Big Dog, great day. Thank you, sir. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week on the Bud Light pregame tailgate and the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show.